Am I live now, y'all?
You can just click and hold and move it there.
I think
So
I'm
just
live now. All
just
right, let me see if I can
scroll
share
down
my
to
little
the right
hangout
hand
with
corner
y'all.
here, gray square, and then just move it over. So I can move any of these. I can move the things
No
I
thanks
copy
to you
and
guys. I
put
had to
them
fucking
into
figure it out, but
the
I'm
chat
live
box
now.
here. And again, you're going to have to kind of play around with it and get the UI the way you want it. Now, let's go ahead and put Sky back over here where he was, and then go back up here. Now, if we go down to the bottom, we're going to see some pretty important stuff. Now, right here where it says live streaming checklist, it basically tells you what you have to do. Okay, so set up your encoding software.
Let's see
Okay,
where.
so your encoding software is going to be like OBS or what other software that you may use to live stream the Twitch or wherever you may be live streaming. So if you're using OBS or XSplit or whatever you may be using, you need to set that up. Now, if I go and open up my OBS here, you can see me here.
All
You got my
right.
audio recorder there, so don't worry about any of that. I'm gonna go ahead and show
All
you
right.
guys. Here's my OBS.
Cool.
I got it set up. Now, you need to know where to find your information. So if I
That's
go
my
to
hangout,
settings
y'all.
here and then go to stream in OBS, I can send the service to YouTube, and then it'll come up with my stream key right here. I also have a video on how to find your stream key if you want
Yeah, I'm
to
here.
do that.
Y'all hear me?
But in
I'm
OBS,
on.
but
That's
this
my
is the Mac
hangout.
version, and the Windows version is the same basically thing. You just click on stream. And where you
I
want
ain't
to
doing
do
nothing.
is go ahead and
Let me
paste in the stream key under the
turn this
setup down
down.
below. So once you've got that, your encode set up. Now, obviously, you gotta go into OBS or XSplit and set up your scene like I have here, your webcam, your desktop. And you gotta do all of that
I'm
in
bad. I'm
your
bad.
streaming
I'm
software to
bad.
make sure that's ready to go. So once you've set up your software, you
Hey,
should be
y'all.
streaming.
Hey,
So
Eric.
what you see
I
here
don't know if y'all
are
can hear me.
all
Can y'all hear me?
a
Oh,
couple days
but I'm
ago.
on the wrong
There's
one.
going to be some Plant Squad stuff.
This is what I want to get on. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Oh, shit. I'm hearing the echo. Let me turn this down. There we go. Oh, I got 5 people watching. Hey, y'all. You just want to learn to laugh, Eric? Y'all happy to see me? This is my first show. This is my first official show, y'all. And of course, it took for all kinds of shit to happen in order for me to make a show, but here I am making a show. Tell everybody. He said, title the chat, Illinois. uh, Tell everybody, come check it out. Come check it out. Oh, April, subscribe. Everybody, oh, I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm waiting for everybody to get in. Waiting for everybody to get in. We got 6 people in here. There's some shit going on, y'all. I'm just waiting on everybody to get in. Let me see. How do I give out wrenches? Let me go ahead and give out some wrenches here. I gotta put your whole name in here to give a wrench. This is why this shit is hard. All right. Let's see. What's your name? Let's see. Ride or Die Justice. Let me give Eric a wrench. I don't know if that one went. Miss Rod, do you got a wrench? Did it give you a wrench? I don't think it gave you a wrench. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me a little better now? This is my first one, so y'all know it's gonna be raggedy as hell. Can y'all hear me now? Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? You're invited up here. Bring your ass up here, Eric. Okay, there's the sound. Y'all can hear me now? Damn, we took 10 minutes just to get some sound in this motherfucker. Yes, all right. So now let me work on giving some wrenches out. Let's see. That's the next task for today. Let me get these girls some wrenches. Where do I go? I go over here and I do this. I gotta enter the damn channel URL. Jesus. Oh, there you go. That's easy. That is not hard at all. All I gotta do is just click your name. I thought that was gonna be a whole lot harder. Lord, there go y'all wrenches. Think everybody should have a wrench by now. All right, where's Miss Ride? So I give her her wrench. There you are. All right, everybody's in. Where's McKay? Give her her wrench. Did she get hers? All right. Y'all in?
Whoop whoop. Am I here? Am I here?
Hey, welcome to the show.
Am I here?
Welcome
Okay,
to the
so
show.
the link that's in the chat, that's in the Hangout chat, you have. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so the link that's in the chat, you have to copy it and paste it into Safari. And then once you copy and paste it into Safari, open it up and it'll take you there. Because otherwise, if you do just click it in the link, it
Let me see if I'm using the wrong one. I'm probably using the
no,
wrong.
it's a YouTube bug. It's a YouTube bug.
Let me see. Oh, I hear a little. What is that?
Hold on. Okay, now is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had both of them playing.
All right, perfect, perfect.
Did I get my
We
wrench?
got 12 viewers. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out to watch, and to chill with us. And tonight we're going to talk about these YouTube streets. That's all. We're going to do it finesse style with no rules and none of that other bullshit. No, no holds barred.
Did
It's a lot of
everybody else
tension.
did everybody else figure out how to get the link to work?
I don't think so. D, did you get the link to work?
Nikkei, did you? I know Nikkei was trying to figure it out. Nikkei, copy. What I did was I went to our personal hangout and got the link, the very first link that was posted there. Just copied and pasted into my web browser and went from there versus just trying to click it. And that worked for me. Or what I could do is I could just start inviting people.
Yeah,
Hold
go ahead
on.
and invite people.
Let me just add them to this call. Hold on. Add people. There's Nikkei. Let me go ahead and send Nikkei.
Hey, April. Hey, Kiki. How you doing? Let me give Kiki a wrench. Everybody get wrenches. It's the first day. Everybody get wrenches. Y'all, my
You get a
day
wrench.
ones. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. Everybody gets a fucking wrench.
I don't believe that.
Okay, does that
Oh,
work?
Nikkei. Is that Nikkei on?
Did I get on?
oh.
Oh, here you go, Miss Rod. She said, "Where's my shit?" All right, there you go. You got it.
Finesse.
Got that range? Yes. Hey, Kim. Hey, big dog. I need a blunt myself. Hell.
Hey y'all.
Hey, live. How y'all doing?
Miss Mother.
Okay, so I just want to put a disclaimer out there.
Oh God, where'd she go?
Yeah, let me go steal Huggy's disclaimer real quick.
Please don't.
Okay, so
But
you
he
said
I
stole
was
it.
something else.
Hell,
Okay,
I was just
I'm gonna
told
steal it.
I was just told please don't do anything crazy.
I was told that too, but fuck True. He ain't gonna be dictating nothing. He should have been here. That
you
was
can't
doing
say
really
that.
crazy, sending out mass messages and shit. Fuck him. This is my channel now. I get to do what I want. I get to do what I want.
Oh God.
Somebody go tell
Oh
me
my
what
gosh.
to do.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you,
Yes.
D.
Okay, I
We can
didn't.
hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, y'all go spread the word. Rinse it, spread the word. Let everybody know we live, baby. We live. Let people know we out here. But yeah, I mean, today has been very, very interesting out here in these YouTube streets. You had a lot going on YouTube today. You had a lot going on yesterday. This whole weekend, it's been shit going on.
Well, I missed yesterday, so just start from today.
Oh Lord Jesus! It today was had people involved that I didn't even know who they were. It was something with Miss J or J something and Deb Stronger. It was some beef between those two.
Lord.
Hmm. And they were both live at the same time, looking at each other's lives, talking shit. Stronger wasn't really talking shit, but the other woman was going clean the fuck off. Jay was going clean off. So I don't know. I don't know
They
what was happening.
they
I
went
know.
staring out on the internet. They had the
Yeah,
internet
you
staring
know,
at them.
yeah, it was a lot. And it's to the point where Deb started crying, and that's when I was on her panel at that time. But I told her I was like, hey, don't cry for these motherfuckers, because miserable motherfuckers love that type of shit.
They
It
got
lets them
tears
know
out of
that
me.
what they're
They
doing.
got tears out of me one time. They won't get that again.
Yeah, motherfuckers is mean. They monsters. They monsters. Some of these people are straight they straight fucking monsters. And that's why I say a lot of people,
Right.
a lot of these motherfuckers don't have friends in real life. They can't.
Right.
They cannot possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you people take the opportunity to air out their bullshit online. Yeah, their lives instead of taking moments, necessary moments for themselves to go within, get off the internet, to log off, especially while you have other people in your chat telling other folks they need to log off. No, you need to log off. Take a break, a mental break, get your shit together, and come back when it's right. Don't keep airing your shit out in public. That is self destruction.
Mm,
And I
mm,
meant what I said.
mm,
And I will say it again, and I
mm,
will say it again, and I'll
mm,
say it again. And I'll
mm,
have no problem saying it to your face.
oh,
You're self destructing, and we are watching it. And for those of us who give a fuck about you, it hurts us to see it. So
mm,
we don't want to come over there and look at it. I know I don't, because I give a fuck. I don't want to see your demise. I don't want to see you doing it to yourself, because nobody is making you log on and talk about the same shit each day. Because
mm,
I know I fucked with you because you actually had content.
mm,
And I still do. Because for me, it's about content. It's not about the person. And even regardless of it being about the person,
mm,
I still fucked with you. So I'm not saying that I don't. But I don't do bitch made shit. And I'm not going to sit around and be a victim and not allow somebody to have a conversation or speak their mind or say what they need to say. When you hear some shit and you hear it third party, don't you want to fucking find out what it actually means? Don't you want to do that? Don't you want to do that? I would want to do that. Make some room for a real motherfucker who got something to say. Who really has something that they really wanted to not even really want to say to you because it was a conversation that didn't have anything to do with you. And I'll say this again because the question was asked, why wouldn't you just come to me? That's not how things are set up.
mm,
I'm in a group. My loyalty is to that group. Whether or not I disagree, like that person or the people in the group, my loyalty is there first. I will never compromise something that I am in first to come tell you what somebody else did said or what else was being said about you. that really is not even really that important unless you're really truly ready to listen and take on that information and do something about it, meaning make a change. Because what I'm saying, or what was said, what was said in that video, I'm still trying to figure out why would you be sitting around feeling the way about it? Because I'm literally saying things that are actually what other people are fucking thinking. They're just afraid to tell you because they don't feel like you can communicate properly without hanging them the fuck up and that their point will be heard. But what's not gonna happen is you will not sit here and fucking try to clown me and make me look like a retard. Like I'm just sitting behind your back talking shit because I'm not that bitch. I don't do that. Like I said in the beginning when I got on here, what I said once, I'll say it 50 times the same motherfucking way. So you know how straight I am.
I think that a lot got lost in translation.
It did.
You know, to me,
Of
for me, a lot
course.
got lost in translation. You know, the point of yesterday was one, not only to let motherfuckers know that there was a snake in the ranks, but to also, basically clear the air so all the tension and shit that was around would cease and we can get back to fucking these regular YouTube streets. The whole situation came from one motherfucker who had so much hatred inside of her that she started making that person the topic of the situation. Now I get where Huggy's coming from, where he's saying, "Well, everybody just sat around and talked." No, that's not how it is. Although that can be perceived as how it was, but in that one situation, in that one moment when everything was going on and she was going off on April and all of that shit, everybody was just trying to calm Monica the fuck down and
Right.
have her step back off of that ledge, and we were trying to get some kind of resolution to that issue. And
Right.
even in what you did say, it wasn't nothing that was terrible, because I believe you said in that same statement, you was like, I'll tell him this to his face.
Exactly.
So it's not like you said it in secret and don't tell him or no shit like that. You said you would tell him. Now over the course of time, when you wanted to tell him and all that shit, that was up in the air. We had so much shit going on in the group. It wasn't like, oh, let's go ahead and go tell Huggy. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like that. And then with all the bullshit that he had on his plate anyway, it's like, what's the right time to tell a
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker? What's the right time for that?
It isn't.
So, I mean, that's where I was getting from it, and then he wants to sit here and act like everybody's just against him and, everybody's fake and all this other shit. Well, I don't know nothing about that. I know that I'm not fake. I know that our intentions were strictly pure because he ain't hear none of the other conversations where we're doing nothing but defending him against Monica. So that's why it was such a shock to us to see
Exactly. I
Monica
was
over
just
there to begin with. I mean, we've had all these conversations where we're like, what the fuck Huggy got to do with this? Huggy
that's
ain't no spy.
exactly
Huggy ain't doing this. Huggy, that ain't even Huggy's MO. But she was constantly bringing up his name saying, well, what about this? Or what if we get information from him? Or what about the content that he
exactly.
has? And we need him for this and we need him for that. But bitch, how do we need him at the same time you don't fucking trust him? That makes no fucking sense.
Exactly. I'm so glad that you just brought that up because that's a key point that's very significant. And that's why I stated in his room, didn't you find it odd that that comment was just kind of out there dangling in the middle of this conversation where nobody else followed up in what I said? That's because I was actually replying from a while ago when that conversation took place.
Mm-hmm.
And you are absolutely right. Monica was bringing the shit up and I was defending the Huggy shit and defending April at the same time by saying we all have had our feelings about what we see when we come to his channel. That's what the fuck it was. When nobody sitting up talking about your ass, you wasn't, it was not on people's lips in that fucking way. This was something we were defending because Monica was coming at this goddamn girl about a relationship with you that supposedly y'all don't have,
Mm-hmm.
and we were defending that shit and we were talking about why. But I stated what I did not like when I came to the when I come to the channel and what I see. Just like if my goddamn brother was on the internet, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say that shit to him. But guess what? Have any of y'all heard me say this shit about Chosen or anybody else that I don't like? Have you?
Uh-uh.
I give two shits. I'm only gonna say that in regards to somebody that I actually care about. And this was a conversation that was supposed to be between us. You only got privy to it, my G, because we had to expose Monica. And we knew that this was a part of it. So we knew that this would eventually happen. Period.
Yeah, yeah, we knew there was gonna be blowback, of
We just
course,
wanted it to
because
be a different
he
way.
has just right. He has just that piece of information, which it's what it is. I can understand why he would be upset, but to the point where you don't even want to have a conversation with a motherfucker. That's what it is. That's that. That's the finality of it. And I
Mm-hmm.
just think that, at that point, that's where a lot gets lost in translation. Ain't shit ever too serious. A conversation could have stopped wars. A
Mm-hmm.
conversation is everything. And Huggy said that himself.
Well,
Conversation
I was
is
gonna say, and,
everything.
and and that is what he prides himself on, is that he's willing to have a conversation with anyone.
Hmm. He's the king of dialogue. He's the counselor. But when it comes to shit like this, he's like, nah, fuck all you hoes, fuck YouTube, fuck all of this shit. I ain't got time. Not today. I ain't got time. And it just is mind boggling because it's like you got time to fucking argue with London. You got time to argue with Ann. You got time for stupid shit like that. But when it comes to something that's serious about motherfuckers who really give a fuck about you,
Exactly.
it's I ain't got time. That shit cut. It's dead. It's cut off. But it's crazy. It's very very crazy.
And regardless of what, he knows that all of us fucks with him.
Yeah. I
We
don't
will
give a
all.
damn about him taking my wrench, goddamn it. I got 15 wrenches built in.
Me
I ain't
either.
worried about no goddamn wrench. I'll bust his head with one of my wrenches, goddamn it, and pull off. But I'm not worried about it. I'm more or less worried about the fact that he's not willing to have any conversations about it. And he's just like, fuck all this shit. Everybody's the same. Nobody's to be trusted. That's a shitty way to end things. Even though it's understandable for his half because he ain't got to do shit. He ain't got to deal with nobody. You know, he ain't got to be civilized. He ain't got to do shit. The ball is in his court.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my bleeding heart and the way that I work when it comes to forgiveness and misunderstandings and understanding that everybody's different and not everybody's alike. Maybe that's where that shit comes from. But I mean, I just think that just cutting off all areas for dialogue is not how this shit should go.
I had a 4 hour long conversation with somebody who just totally disrespected me. So why would I not want to have a conversation with somebody I actually care about?
Hmm.
I want to say something, but I gotta type this over here for y'all to see. I don't want to say it out in public. What is that? I know what that is. You know what that's about.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Before I fall asleep, I think the only thing I'm going to say is a conversation needs to be had. I wasn't even there last night. And based on what I heard, there's a conversation that needs to be had
and
because
we're
it's more,
willing.
and it's more than just what you guys said. You know what I mean? Like what was said last night. So it needs to be had in order to be resolved and everybody move on and let's just be happy.
Happy. I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean, that's how we want it to be. I want it to be fun again. Everybody like ain't shit fun. Everybody's so fucking serious and upset.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
Because
It's too
people
real.
don't
damn.
like it. Like folks don't know how to like. I don't know like what it is. What's really going on, but I don't know. It's like you saying we don't folks don't listen, but are you really listening? Are you listening, folk? Like, is you listening? Shit.
I think,
Right.
and then we have to get outside of
Exactly.
ourselves. Sometimes it's not always just about us. We got to get outside of ourselves and really
Yeah.
have a different perspective. Like, okay, where is this person coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are they really coming from? Because if they've been rocking with me for this long and they knew some,
Exactly.
my man, listen. Like, everybody could be mad about something, but I'm choosing
Hmm.
not to be mad because in real life, when I hit the X button and I'm not on YouTube, I got a whole lot of stuff to be mad about. And at the same time, I got a whole lot of stuff to be happy about.
Hmm.
So, you know what? Have the conversation. Just have it so we can move on, so we can all be friends.
Well, I mean, that shit ain't up to me, D. It's not up to me. I guess whenever he gets off his period, maybe we might could have a conversation. And
Oh,
yeah, I am throwing shots because
But
that shit's retarded. Because at this point, it's retarded. Because like I said before, if you didn't get the gist of what I'm saying, and you took that as in a negative way, and you're only gonna stomp off talking about I didn't come and tell you that, like, dude, for real, grow the fuck up. Seriously, grow the fuck up. Now, if this had been the situation, had been the shoe had been on the other foot, and this had been true, and I had been in your chat, Huggy, okay, then the loyalty would have been to Huggy. Don't you get it? You know how this shit work, nigga. You a Aries. Don't act like don't get this shit twisted. You know what it is. You know what it is. And you've never seen me run back and come tell you shit that we got going on over here on Truth. So you know I'm 100. So I would never do that.
hey Nicola, hey Diamond, hey
Even
y'all, hey everybody who coming through.
even if it was Monica crazy ass. I'm not
Mm.
gonna do that. Not even to her. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not. Because I'm loyal.
you didn't.
I didn't. Exactly. We did it together as a unit.
We're all Aries over here. Just about.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
except for me. Goddamn it, don't put me in
I
that crazy
smidge.
ass group.
No,
Fuck you,
I'm
Vanessa.
even crazy. I'm a Scorpio. So
Exactly.
Put
You
me
got
up
two
there with them
Scorpios
crazy
and two
ass
Aries.
April
look, I
babies.
want
I don't want
look,
nothing to do with that.
right. Look, I want peace because when how I get in the cake, I need peace.
Exactly. I was gonna say,
He
well,
said the things Monica said, was she telling the truth for real? What things was it that she said? She said a lot of shit, Eric. But for the most part, no, she wasn't. She was what we call backpedaling. Hey, Pepsi. Hey, Max. Oh, Max, you came over. I got that flamethrower for you. Just 1 second. But yeah, she did a lot of backpedaling. She did things to basically try to hide or disguise what her intentions were at that time.
yeah.
That's all she
Hmm.
was
I
doing
agree.
was damage control.
Hmm. That's true.
I know we need laughs, right? This shit too serious. Why is everybody so serious? It's
Well,
just these
I'm
YouTube
sorry. It's just
streets.
what it is. Yeah. It's just these YouTube streets. That's it.
I mean, the shit should be ended with the conversation. Motherfuckers out here ready to take down and shit. Pull up on motherfuckers.
There ain't nobody trying to pull up, but like I
I'll pull up
said,
and pull off on a motherfucker. I'm pulling up and I'm pulling off.
yeah, it's like you're not gonna sit. Wait, you're not gonna sit above me and talk down to me. That's what's not gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen in this world. Not over here. Because
Hey, Anya.
what I
Let
like
me
to
give
do
you
is
a wrench, Anya.
converse.
Mm-hmm.
And if you truly pay attention, all the darts were thrown at one person, i.e., me.
Yep.
But
I,
nobody else has a problem with me. So that should speak volumes in itself.
Hmm.
Even when I tried to, say, you know what, if I'm the problem, let me walk away. And everybody was like, if April leaves, I leave.
Hmm.
Right, and for me, it was just a no brainer that if the group wasn't gonna be able to function together, then we might as well not do this shit all together because trying to have somebody over there working on that and then somebody over here or the whole group over here, that shit was just stupid. So there was no room for that. But when it comes down to, hey, Crenshaw, hey, how you doing, baby? Hey, Nicola. But when it comes down to the situation, it's just I don't know. Yeah, we did leave. Yeah, we left. We left. And when we left, then shit moved. She was up there checking in with motherfuckers and acting like she was just I don't know. The manager of the group or whatever you have. The boss. Shit. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing constructive happened from that whole situation outside of the information that we did find in the beginning before paranoia sunk in. I'm drinking tequila tonight, y'all, so no box wine for me tonight. It's snowing like crazy out here in Chicago. Hey. But a question would be, well, not even a question, but a statement would be basically, is Huggy, how do y'all think Huggy should react to this? For
I
those who
don't
know
think
what's going on.
I don't, you know what, honestly, I don't think it's fair to say, how do we think for me, how do you think he's going to act? Because we got to give him some time to digest whatever he heard because he heard his name. But I do feel like because some of you all been following him so long and been riding with him, he should give you the opportunity to speak and explain what all of it meant as a whole and not just the snippets. Mind you, I didn't hear everything last night, so I don't know how much if he heard, but I think just because y'all been riding with him, he should give you some time to, you know, let you speak your piece and let you know what how you really feel about it. That's what I feel, but it's not fair to say how should he feel.
Right. Right, I agree. And like for me, I'm gonna take that bullet because I'm part of the group, but I ain't say shit about Huggy. I've been Huggy's biggest goddamn fan throughout all of the bullshit. If anybody says anything about Huggy, I'm like, nah, that ain't Huggy. Nah, Huggy wouldn't do that. Nah, not Huggy. Nah, not Huggy fucking with women. Women be fucking with him. Just
I think we all
defending
defended
him.
Huggy. I would say I think we
Defending him.
all defended him, and I know there was a point where we all were like, "Look, we don't want to talk about Huggy today. Like, can we talk about something else?"
What happened to Huggy, by the way? What happened to Huggy was yesterday, on Truth Channel, we were exposing someone. We were exposing Monica or Mo Justice or whatever she calls herself on these YouTube streets. We were exposing her yesterday for being fake, phony, that type of shit.
A liar.
Um, what is Tresca talking about? And join the Justice League. I'm a moderator for Chosen King. Join us or we will flag your videos. Oh, that's funny as fuck. All right, Pooh. All right.
Sorry.
I was about to say, there you go. Yeah, my,
I
my,
would
my
say,
trigger
where
finger
do
wasn't even. That was
Yo,
my
I'm
first one, boy.
Mm-mm.
and I'm slow attention.
Right. I'm like, is that the Tresca bitch with the deep voice? With the Barry
Mm.
White voice coming over here talking about mod on Chosen King? Bitch, if you don't get your motherfucker,
It's the
bitch, if
people
you don't get the
control.
fuck, bitch, you got the wrong channel today.
Exactly. The
Bitch
trolls
get
are
aired
coming.
out. Right, bitch, if you
Trolls are
don't get
coming.
your
Yeah.
ass. What are those?
Playground. The trolls are coming. Yes.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad they coming on the first video so that way we could block their ass.
That mean you finna be the shit. And
I
then
was gonna say you serious?
Hey, it's gonna
This
be
is your
popping.
first video and you
Hey, I got
already got
trolls.
trolls?
Well, wait till I start popping ass on camera, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to handle it then.
okay,
Oh
let me
God.
just let me just address something really quick. Miss Crenshaw, I understand what you just said. He's feeling betrayed. I understand that, but I don't agree because I don't feel like I said anything that should have been betraying to him. Now, now he may feel like he's betrayed because I didn't come and tell him. I think you had mentioned that earlier. But as I stated a little bit ago, because you just came in, I don't feel like that was actually appropriate because I actually am communicating and I'm in a group of people. And even though things aren't going the way that I wanted them to go, I'm not going to stray off from my group, compromise it to come and tell him something
Mhm.
that really didn't have anything to do with him.
For me, it was
And
an
wait,
issue
let me
of
just wrong. Hold up. Let me just
yeah,
wrong. I just
good.
want to backtrack again because she's the only one in here. And obviously you're here because you want to know, or
You
maybe
speaking to
he's
Crenshaw?
asking you to find out. Yes, I'm talking to Miss Crenshaw.
Oh, okay.
Because we I don't have no problems, Miss Crenshaw. I never have.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. I'm just relaying this to her, I guess, because I'm pretty sure maybe she'll relay it to him. Um, I don't have any problems with Huggy. I never
What
did. Once
what
again, My issue, or not even an issue, what I was speaking on was actually it was in defense to what had been talked about or what kept coming up, and that was the supposed relationship between April and Huggy. So what I was saying was actually in response to a conversation that had happened maybe like an hour and a half prior to what you guys actually heard. That's why the shit is sitting out there in the middle by itself. It doesn't make sense according to anything else that Monica is talking about. And he didn't allow me to explain that so that he would know the context of that conversation. Yes, I do feel like there is self-destruction taking place when I come to your channel, because I consider myself a core follower and subscriber of his.
Mhm.
I come to the channel and it's about no content. It's about what's happening to you on these YouTube streets. And I
Mhm.
understand the shit is frustrating, but I don't want to hear that every day. Especially when I came to your channel because you had content and I fucked with you and I rocked with you because of that. So my issue, I don't take no issue with this brother outside of stop airing out your bullshit for the public. Because not everybody that chats to you and in your chat is for you.
Mhm.
And motherfuckers out here who are riding for you in conversations and you don't even recognize that it was actually a defense. But yet I'm gonna speak my mind and I'm gonna say that shit in the same way I would say it to my little brother. That's how I said it and that's how I meant it and I still mean it. And I will tell him to his face. And that's all I wanted to do was say this exact thing that I'm saying right now. And I know I sound very convicted because I am. I have no reason to fucking lie. I have no
Mhm.
reason to run. I'm not that bitch.
Mhm.
I'm not Ann. I'm
Mm.
not fucking London Town. I'm not
Mhm.
these hoes. Okay?
Mm.
You will open up a fucking panel for some lesser ass fucking person, but I'm a real articulate individual who can have a conversation, and you don't want to do that. So as far as I'm concerned, I take issue with that
Mhm.
because at the very least, I deserve that because I never disrespected you. I
Mhm.
didn't say anything negative about you. I understand that what I said may be hard for you to swallow, and I get that. But I didn't even say it publicly. That was private. I understand that. But he would never hear that from me outside of that group. You understand what I'm saying? That was a conversation that kept coming up. She kept bringing up certain things, and I'm talking about Monica. She kept bringing up certain things that kept coming up. And that was at the moment when I got tired of it because what you guys didn't hear prior to that, when me 2 hours into the conversation, I fucking went off. Literally had a breakdown in that conversation. And it wasn't necessarily about Huggy, but it was just about the lack of fucking unity and why we keep coming to this fucking situation like this amongst people of color. Why we keep coming to this. We
And
cannot get
especially
along. We cannot
women.
have conversations. It's a problem.
Mhm.
And like that's what I'm saying. And like he wanna sit over here and be on the woe is me. And I'm not about that life. I got too much shit going on personally for me to be trying to coddle a grown man. When I'm simply trying to tell you, clean your shit up, brother. The same way I would tell truth. Have I not said this shit the truth?
Mhm.
On the line, have I not
Yeah,
said something similar?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think we all
Everybody up here
have.
know me.
Yeah.
I don't get down like that. So this is not no backbiting thing. That's why I'm not even hurt, but I'm more so bothered that he didn't allow the conversation. So that's making me look at him in a certain way. All right, I'm done.
Right. 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 And all of that is respectful. All of that is respectful. Nothing about that was disrespectful. And I do want to let some people know, like, when it comes to Finesse's channel, my channel is going to be a little bit uncouth. You know, there is no rules here when you come to my channel outside of just be respectful as possible. That's just about it. You know what I mean? People can say what they want to say. It's a free market, you know, that type of shit. So everybody who has a wrench, of course, if trolls come through, kick their ass out. But if it's just somebody with a disagreeing opinion, let them live. let them live. But I mean,
Right.
it's just it's outside of that. It's like for me, if I'm gonna have a platform, because this is my first live, but I will say that my what I will bring to the table is fun. I'm not gonna fuck and I'm not gonna be doing all this drama bullshit with people on YouTube with strangers that I
Right.
don't know. I'm
Exactly.
not gonna be sitting up here bringing this shit into my real life to where I'm actually fucking mind fucked and fucked up emotionally and shit behind this shit when I get off. Because that happened when I was with Monica. When I went to sleep from that conversation with Monica that night that she left, and then I woke up the next day and I was still think that was the first thing on my mind when I woke up. That's how I knew like that type of shit. I can't do the drama shit because I'll be ready to pull up. I'll be ready to pull
So
up and pull off. God damn it! Fuck you, say
nobody.
bitch. Like that's I'll be ready to pull up and pull off. So I can't do the YouTube streets drama because I'm for me it goes there. But like when it comes to Huggy, I fucks with Huggy the long way. I know he was annoyed as fuck with me like tonight. He was like, "This bitch is this bitch promoting her channel? This bitch, I need a break. I need a month." He's like, I need a break, goddammit. This is too much. I can't even. I'm not even finna yell at these hoes. I got too much. It's just too much. Huggy ain't got no hair to begin with, and he up there losing beard hairs and shit now. That's how stressful these YouTube streets can be. But I just think that a lot of people need to stop taking it so serious because if you look across YouTube right now, at least our little circles, everybody beefing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got
For
beef
no
going
reason.
on. And it's stupid shit. But then you know why? Everybody's beefing because the original thing that brought us together ain't shit panning out with that. So you got those motherfuckers who are pandering for subs now starting beef with whoever got more subs so they can get subs and keep, people interested. Motherfuckers love beef. Motherfuckers love that shit. That's why
Yeah.
the whole community that we in right now was all fucked up because everybody arguing and pandering for fucking subs right now at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. That
You
shit don't
know,
mean nothing to me.
yeah, the next drama to pop off, that's where all the viewers gonna go because everybody want to see a train wreck. It's
Exactly.
fun to watch train wrecks. It's like watching World Star on YouTube with YouTube people.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you, I'm gonna say this too. Some of y'all is way too goddamn old.
Mm-hmm.
You're too old. You're too old, baby, to be out here acting like this.
Mm-hmm. It's
You're too
true.
old. You got kids who
It's
got kids.
true.
You're too goddamn old to be up here acting like you just don't know what the fuck going on, don't know how to talk to folks, and to stop thinking that you can hide behind computer screens because this ain't 1994.
Yeah.
You ain't motherfuckers will find you.
Yeah.
And according to clown shoes, they'll put your ass in a trunk. So be careful
Exactly.
on these streets.
I'm pretty sure majority of everybody in the room heard that conversation last night. And I'm pretty sure majority of the people in the room's response would have been something crazy. If somebody
Miss
you
Crenshaw,
used to
this
fuck
goddamn
with,
thank you video.
somebody you used to fuck with comes on and the first thing out their mouth is, "Oh, you a dyke bitch." Or they just talking crazy. Like, come on now. Y'all
You
in the
dyke
chat,
bitch. I'm
y'all in
like,
the chat, y'all not gonna be ready to pull up.
damn.
Let's be honest.
She
You not ready to
said,
pull up about that?
she said, you dyke bitch. She was pissed.
That came from the soul.
You
Sorry.
dyke bitch. Wait a minute. Excuse me?
Y'all don't understand how long we've been holding on to like this bullshit and hadn't been able to like express ourselves about this fucking crazy anyway, about
Or
this
the fact is, you
unfortunate
get a,
series of events that happened.
or the
So
fact
we
of it
just happy
is,
to be able to talk about it, okay? Shit.
and then the fact of it is, you get accused of something without being able to tell you what you're accused of. What kind of
Mhm.
sense does that make?
It makes a lot for them in
Yeah,
their
when a
mind.
bitch lying, when a bitch is lying through her teeth, that's another thing. Women, stop being so motherfucking fake and phony on YouTube. Like bitches can't see through that shit.
Right.
A real bitch can see through
Because
that.
if I feel like you lied, I'm gonna be like, shit, finesse. You lied about X, Y, and Z. Period.
And I'm like, yes, I did lie about XYZ. Get out my business, goddamn.
I mean,
At the moment, I felt like I needed to lie. Hell, sometimes I just lie to lie. But yeah, no. I respect somebody like that more. I respect motherfuckers like that more. If you can sit here and own up to your bullshit every time, I respect that. Yes, bitch, I did lie, but I lied because I had a doctor's appointment and my cat was sick. Whatever the case may be, just say you lied.
Right.
Whatever. Get over the shit. It's another day. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from a close knit family and motherfuckers lie all the time, and then you just move on with your
Like,
life.
whatever. Right.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers just lie all the time. You just like, all right, cousin, whatever, you a liar.
Right.
Whatever. My weed man lies to me and shit. I'm around the corner. No, the fuck you not. It's been 2 hours. What the fuck corner are you around? I get lied to all day long. You know what I mean? Lied to all motherfucking day long. Go to the DMV.
I
My
will.
shit stayed at his next. It's 2 hours later. I'm still sitting here. Like, I get
So let
lied
me
to.
just say, let me just tell Miss Crenshaw, like, I know it was not supposed to be funny, but my God, man, you had me laughing last night when talking about that damn video and trying
She's
to get
still
this
talking
girl.
about that video. You ain't gonna get no answers, Crenshaw, about that goddamn video.
And
You're
we was
not.
just like,
If you don't listen to anybody,
we
you
was
ain't
in
gonna
the
get no
side.
answers.
She
Listen to
said
me.
you were debunked. And
Listen to
if
me.
you didn't understand why she said you were debunked, then you got it. That's
Exactly.
how it's good. You got it. If you don't understand what
Wait,
the fuck she said or why she said you were debunked, then that's
wait. We was
that's
in the
what we've been
side
dealing
chat.
with.
Miss Crenshaw, we was in the side chat like, wait, good luck, Miss Crenshaw, because bitch, we don't even know what's going on, okay?
She said, I got a wifey,
We don't
bud.
even know. Good luck, good luck. Okay. Shit, if I could help you out, I would, but we don't know. We know about as much as y'all did, okay? For
Oh
real.
Lord Jesus.
We still don't know what
We
happened in
still,
our group. Like,
that's
what
what
the hell?
that's what I said. We know about as much as everybody else. We don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing, nothing, nothing.
Clueless. You know what you did last summer.
Damn it.
This one time at band camp, you
Exactly.
Got
like what the fuck?
There was this one time at band camp when we had, yeah.
Y'all
I
is
know good
crazy.
I'm gonna be late to work in the morning.
That's
Oh, that's
okay,
not
D.
According, we have everybody late for work. Apparently.
You're
Hey.
not gonna get that debunk video, Miss Crenshaw.
You
Keep
gonna get a
keep
flag?
waiting.
Don't.
And that's about all. That's all I can do, y'all. I got about 20 good seconds.
Exactly.
I can't
You
play the
gonna get
whole
your
chorus,
you
but I
gonna
got
get your
about
first
20.
damn strike. You gonna get your first damn strike playing around.
You said drugs is a hell of
Strike.
a drug.
You made it. You made it. As soon as you get that strike.
He gonna go
True gonna
live.
be so good.
Where's he at?
He said he was going to
He
sleep.
said he in the background. He in the background.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, his ass ain't sleep. He in the background looking like these bitches is crazy. I ain't
Right.
know what to do with this. Nobody, nobody.
Wait, because he was concerned. He was like, wait,
Right.
who had to go live? What are you going live for?
Krishaw, I
No.
don't even know when she started hating you. We put together several things that we thought it might have been. One of the
Hmm.
things we thought she might have had like a romantic interest in Huggy because
Right. We was trying to come up with it.
not only was she pushing April away, accusing her of fucking with Huggy,
Right.
but she was also accusing you of being Huggy's little girlfriend and all of that shit.
Hmm.
So you had that. So she might have been jealous of you and trying to get two birds with one stone. Like, fuck it, I'll get April and I'll get Crenshaw out the way and it'll be me and Huggy forever. You know, it could have been that route. It could have been, personal route where she felt like April was the better woman because of their social situations or whatever, their living situations, whatever the case may be. I mean, it could have been a lot of shit. It could have been a lot of shit. Nobody knows why she started hating you or when exactly she started hating you, Crenshaw, but just know that it happened. And then
Yeah,
she
we
tried to turn around and infiltrate. Like last night, she gonna try to turn around and say, "I didn't say debunk. I wouldn't say no, bitch. You said debunk."
yeah, you said debunk, and we had to pull up the mess. Pull the receipts. Straight up, pull the receipts. We had to pull them up, like for real, like seriously. And
Pull
there
up
it
the
had
goddamn receipts.
biggest day. Debunk. What she said? What she said? Cause I remember that shit too. I remember when that text came up. I was like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
I said, huh, I remember it. So it's the first one. Negative. Negative. That's a negative. Y'all
He
know
said,
that.
then
You
she
know that
tried to
song.
get
And
me
then,
against April. Yeah.
well, okay, so yeah, because when it came up, She said no. And I said, well, we need to talk about this. And
Exactly.
then I got jumped on because I wasn't automatically a no. It wasn't automatically a no for me. And I was like, wait a minute. You're mad at me because I said we need to talk about this. Let's think about it. Like let's figure some shit out.
Hmm.
Like it was supposed to be an automatic no for me. That makes no sense. Why would you not want more information before proceeding with anything?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You don't just go in the store and pick up a shirt and buy it. You look at the size, you look at the quality, you look at the price. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes into it. You don't just pick it up and be like, I want this. It could not even be your size. Come on now. So you make those same logical thoughts when it comes to having a conversation with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You don't just impulsively move.
Hmm. Exactly. Not as a team. Not as a
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I think that's where a lot of the shit got lost. That was the team dynamic because, first and foremost, the reason why his name was coming up to begin with so much was motherfuckers thought that some kind of way he was going to infiltrate us and take our information, which we rarely had anything. He was going to infiltrate us, take our information, and fucking do whatever God knows what with it.
Paranoid.
So for us to run over to Huggy and be like, yeah, Huggy, this bitch talking shit about you and, shit's going on. And, that just would have been, that would have confirmed what the fuck she was talking about. That would have made us look like, whoever went back and made it look like it was a mole. I
Right.
said,
And so I can tell you what happened with the whole Tiffany Draper video. So you put out a video and I saw on my timeline that you had put out a video and I was like, okay, Crenshaw put out a video. I'm gonna go back and watch it. I was doing something and when I came back, you had pulled down the video. But in the meantime, Tiffany Draper, okay, so Tiffany Draper put up the video and I was like, what is this? So I started watching Tiffany Draper's video, and she played the first 10 or 15 seconds of your video, and I was like, wait a minute. Crenshaw's video was talking about body piercings or earrings or something, and then
uh-huh.
now this Tiffany video is talking about clothes. Like, wait, what did I miss? How did this? Because I never saw your video. And then eventually, I guess you put the video back up. But so she was saying that Tiffany debunked you because in the narrative, if you read the case file, like one sentence says something about she was wearing an Adidas outfit. It didn't say anything about the jean outfit. But then the next sentence talks about like the body jewelry. And so she was basically saying that you were debunked or you missed some valuable information. You should have been able to catch the Adidas outfit. Instead, you skipped all over it and went to the jewelry. And that's when she was like, oh no, she's easily debunkable. She pulled that video down because she was embarrassed that somebody else caught something that she missed. Well, I couldn't find. Okay, so you said you never pulled it down. I don't know. I couldn't find it, and when I went to go play it, it was gone. But then, like I said, about 20 minutes later, it was back. So it could have been user error on my end. It could have been YouTube acting a fool like it always does. But I know for about 20 minutes, I couldn't find it. But yeah, Tiffany shouted you out and was like, go sub to Crenshaw and I'm gonna use this information off of Crenshaw's video to lead into, her video.
Uh-huh.
So if you say you didn't pull it down, I believe you. I'm just saying I couldn't find it for about 20 minutes.
Oh,
Unless
Crenshaw, if you want to get on the panel, let's see if I can pull that up for you. Let's see. Because I just take the panel link straight from like the panel and I just put it up like that.
Oh, you
yeah,
know
I'll just
what? Let
add
me
here.
see. I was just
It's
gonna say,
easier to
yeah,
do it this way. Let me just
yeah,
add her.
add her. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
easier if you do it inside. Yeah.
Because Twitter fingers, I know Twitter fingers get to getting tired after a while. But I do want to say
Right.
thank you to everybody who's coming to my first live. Y'all,
Yay!
This is the first of many more. So, I mean, we're gonna have a lot of drunk days and stuff. I'm gonna be fighting with Truth now because I'm going in on Fridays and Saturdays.
We
No,
gonna
you not.
we gonna
No,
I'm
you
all
going
not.
go
in
we gonna all
Fridays and
go
Saturdays.
live Friday night when he go live.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
We all gonna
Don't.
pop up.
He gonna be like, okay, but how you gonna go live right now?
We just
It's
all
gotta
gonna
be
go
done.
live and talk
It's gotta
about.
be done.
We all gonna go live and talk about his live.
Right?
Look at this nigga with them dreads. Who the hell he think he is?
Uh-oh.
Rico.
Um.
Okay. We can't do
No,
that. Okay.
no, ma'am. No, wait a
Did
minute. I'm
did
talking
D
about
come
something
in and
else.
I was
Hold
gonna
on
say
2
she come
seconds.
in and shut us
Hold on
down.
2
Uh-oh.
seconds.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
Ooh, what
Uh-oh.
happened?
Hold on.
What?
What
Hold
happened?
on.
Oh, she
What
tried to
happened?
Hold
vote
on.
D up. This is a problem. We got a
What
problem.
happened? Oh shit. What's going on?
What the fuck?
Oh shit, what's going on, girl? Who we gotta pull up on?
Okay, let me give a PSA. This is a public service announcement to just let you guys know we have two Aries and two Scorpios on the line. So
Boop,
watch
boop,
out.
boop, boop.
Shit's
All
about to
right.
go
Boop, boop,
down.
boop.
Yeah. All right. Shit. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm mad.
What
Oh shit.
happened? Was that your penis? Did your penis just call and say he would come? Is that what that was?
No, I gotta go to work. April.
I fixed
April.
it.
I know.
You got
Okay.
it?
Thank you.
I fixed it.
Did you add? Have you added her yet? Let me see. Oh, this ain't the chat. Let me see.
See?
You ain't even.
Crenshaw, you here?
Hold on. Oh, you got her. Yeah, she's here. I see. I see her face. In the thing.
I don't know how
Exactly.
many people I
Yeah,
got
that's
up in this
exactly
joint,
what
but
I'm saying.
hit the like button, guys. If you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button. This is my first video, y'all.
Oh, oh, mm, mm. And she's live.
She's good,
Is
isn't it?
Crenshaw here?
Did she come up?
I don't think she's on the line yet. Oh, I don't see her on here. I can't.
Oh, it looked like April. Oh, she put her in the wrong one. Okay, I was like, okay, now she's in.
Hurry.
In now. I was like, wait a minute, she put her in the wrong.
The whole wrong one.
Yeah.
I followed the ball.
I've been fucking up all day too, huh?
Yeah, girl,
I'm gonna
bye.
go
Why
to
I
bed.
see her?
That's why I'm about to go to sleep.
That's not the right one.
It is now.
Okay, you got her now. Yeah. 'Cause I was like, wait, I don't see it.
Is my chat permanently what? Eric, is my chat
Don't Crenshaw, don't click the link. I added you to it. Do you see it?
This is gonna be the Ultimate Girl Power channel. We got one dude. Well, I think we got maybe two, but I think it's one guy as a mod right now, and then we got all women, and then this is like an all women panel. But I'm sure some dudes along the way will come on and bless my panel with their dudeness. I think I'm gonna try to get T Nights on here. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
shout. I just want to say,
If you can see
shout
my
out.
face right now.
We need to give a quick shout out to Eric. You know what I'm saying? I know this was a
Yeah, he
trying
comes
week for
through.
you or last weekend, but you always come through. We see you. You know, we get your jokes.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. We understand it.
Mm-hmm. Now,
We know it's
Iceberg,
love.
on the other hand, I'm gonna fuck him up.
We know it's love with y'all. So it's all love over here.
I think I'm just gonna do a whole segment where I talk like Kate.
Please, please
I'm
don't.
like, hey guys, we're gonna wait for everybody to get in here.
Oh, hey Sheila. Hey Sharon. Hey Tommy. Hey you guys. Wait, hold on. Hey Karen. No, let me quit. Let me stop. No, that was my girl
Hey
though.
there,
I don't
Kim.
care. I don't care what y'all say. That was my girl.
Guys, I have some
If
information here today, guys. I'm just gonna wait
stop,
for everybody
stop.
to get in here.
If I was putting together a research team, if I was putting together a research team, that bitch would be on it. I'm
If I
sorry.
was putting together a research team,
That
she
bitch
would
would
be
be
going to
on it
get
with
the
her crazy.
coffee. She would not be on my shit. She would be going to get the
She would be
coffee.
on. No, look,
Cause
she would be
she'd have us
on
all
because
over some motherfucker where she up there talking about some cocaine parties in New York. She talking about goddamn the
no,
Larry Hoovers and shit. She talking about motherfucking organ
no.
trafficking. She talking about
Listen, Linda. No, I'm telling you, I can. I can give
There's
her good
Crenshaw.
leadership. So I can give her good leadership, and she can hold down our backboard. She got the backboard on lock. Okay.
She can't even watch no damn Roman noodles. Them burnt her kitchen down and shit, sitting up there smoking and talking on the
Y'all gonna leave
computer.
my girl alone.
That's why you
Y'all
can't
gonna
do
leave my
it.
girl alone.
She's like, oh my
Y'all
god,
gonna
is
leave my
that
girl alone.
smoke? It's not my smoke. That's a different smoke, guys. Whole kitchen on fire behind her ass and shit.
All
Um,
I gotta do is supply her with her drugs, and she gonna hold it down.
I
Like
don't
that.
do drugs. Okay, I don't do meth. I have a little pipe here. I do weed. You see, my name says 420. I don't do
exactly.
drugs.
Hi,
Mm-hmm.
Crenshaw.
Hi. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to. I don't even know. I've kind of been like fucked up feeling about everything, and I can't even imagine if I'm feeling some type of way, how Huggy would feel because he has had personal relationships with these people way more closely and longer than I ever have, and I just feel so I can only imagine. I'm not here to talk for anybody. Huggy's a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own platform.
Mm-hmm.
He will definitely say what he feels. I feel bad though at the same time because of the fact that I can see it from both sides. I could
Mm-hmm.
see how if you are in a group, you may not want to go against that group and say something if the group is still intact.
Mm.
But once she was no longer part of the group, I maybe he felt like, well, damn, like if someone was talking, because I'm no, if somebody was talking about me, I would, and that's my friend. I'm gonna let my friend know, and I'm gonna address the
But
issue,
see, the
and
issue
then
wasn't
I'll.
like on at the top of our list. Like when she left, that was there, and then we also had to work on getting the group back together. And then Huggy already had what he had going on at that time going on, so it just like was no time, and it just wasn't at the forefront of anybody's mind. The shit,
Right.
you know what I mean? Any of that, none of that was like on the forefront of anybody's mind
Because
until it came down
ultimately,
to seeing what was happening on his channel. And so like when I saw what I saw with her getting the wrenches and like her being up there all the time and all of that shit, I said, where the fuck did this bitch come from? Like,
Yeah. It kept
wasn't
And
she
eating
that
just
at
the
me,
that's
other
eating
and
at
day?
me, man. It
ultimately,
was
even though
eating at me.
his name was brought up in conversation, he wasn't. I
The
mean,
topic.
I don't want to say he wasn't relevant, but it wasn't. He wasn't the deal breaker. He wasn't like the level of importance of that Huggy conversation was at the very bottom of the list. There were
well, yeah,
other
but we
things that needed
don't
to be
know.
taken care of first.
Well, yeah, we don't know the
And
entire conversation because people were just sent what they were sent. But from you got to look at it from like everyone's standpoint. Like I'm not, and I'm just I really don't even care that much because she wasn't close to me. But he feels, I'm pretty sure, betrayed and hurt, and I just the only reason why I came over here is because I do want peace and for people to in a way, like, not because at the end of the day what she wanted to do was to cause conflict and chaos, and if
Mm-hmm.
that is
and we stopped it
accomplished.
before it got there.
Well,
Definitely.
but
Because she
now
wanted
it's
what she
still.
wanted to do was gain a little bit of popularity amongst the YouTubers. And then she was gonna drop bombs.
I don't understand how she expected to to even get away with, like, because even last night she was like, I'm just here because of Huggy and my
Hmm.
respect for him.
Right.
Then you
But you
go
had
back and
none
you
when you were
look
in
You're
this
a
into
group.
it.
fucking
You
liar.
had right. You had none when you were in this group. None.
But you
And
Yeah,
now
know,
you
I was
stuck
just
in his
but
dick
you
and
were
kissing
saying.
his ass because
Right.
that's your only outlet now to these YouTube streets, and you want to have your own little channel and you want to get you some little fame out here, but you want to piggyback off of somebody else, and you're gonna try to use Huggy to do it. No, bitch, no. You just shitted on him, broke up our group damn near behind this same person, and now you're trying to kick it and be cool with him. That ain't how this shit works. Because when we were kicking it and cool with him, and we were in this group, meaning us, like me, Nakeba, April, and Miss Rod, and everybody else. When everybody else was there, cool, it was a fucking problem.
I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand her. I don't understand the motive. I don't and it just it's hurtful, and I could see why how and why Huggy would be hurt. I could see why you guys may not want to necessarily go and run and tell him, but at the same time it's like he feels like if you're coming around me, you're cool with me,
that's something that you may not think about it when you're
But
not doing your own.
And
It was
at
more
the
when we
and at the
sent
over.
him,
same
when we
time,
sent him the
though,
information, though, we didn't redact it. We could have edited the fuck out of that video, you know,
and at the
Yeah.
same time though,
and we
Crenshaw,
did.
we are
So
at the
that
same
was a go ahead.
at the same time we also reached out to him to have a conversation with him so that we could kind of explain what he heard and just kind of say, okay, this is why we haven't reached out to you.
Okay. Even before all of that, I'm going to put it on the table. I stated several times that we needed to out her. I
And
was
You
voted
can y'all
did.
against.
can you
I
hear
was
You
me?
voted.
did.
Wait, I was voted against,
But not by me,
which is
hell.
completely fine. Which was completely fine. But
It
I
wasn't by
stated
me either.
very
So
early on that we needed to out her because this was going to be a problem.
And so
And
why?
what did I say? I said, let's contact Huggy, meet in April, contact Huggy, and have a conversation. Did I not?
you
You
did.
did. You did. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm the one, D. I'm the one was like, because I didn't want it to come out wrong for this very reason. I'm the one who said when we plan, because the way I heard it, I was like, when we plan for somebody's demise, we need to prepare for our own. Because if we see the shit, they're gonna see the shit and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? So
Mhm.
I will be fair and said that, but that's me being diplomatic. And you know why? Because I wasn't there when everything was going down, was I? No, I wasn't. So
Like
I was hearing the back end of
I don't,
it.
I don't know if he thinks like it was an accident that the whole shit was sent to him. No, it wasn't no accident. You heard everything from everybody, and we wanted it to be like that because we're transparent.
No,
We're
he.
Right.
I
transparent.
don't think that he
So
took
it
it as
wasn't,
that.
we didn't edit shit out. We didn't, make it look better to our advantage or none of that bullshit. Because last thing we wanted Monica to do was come back and be like, oh, well, I didn't say, and they didn't have the whole conversation. None of that shit. This is the whole conversation, how it was. And on one of the statements, the person who said it, which was the case, she said, I will tell him this to his face.
Right, but she didn't. And I think okay, as far as Nikkei goes, I think that he was more so because I mean, and I'm generally speaking, you can only be hurt by someone if you care about that person.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talked about by these motherfuckers on YouTube that I don't know, and I've never done anything to, but I don't really care because I don't know them. So so when they talk about me, just kind of I could be offended, but it actually hurt when it comes from someone that you are really cool with and that you have respect for and that you know what I mean, that you fuck with. Like it's
Right.
going to hurt. So
Right.
that's my only thing. And I've never
But
been.
let
I want
Huggy
it to be
tell it,
very
it doesn't
clear.
hurt. He just don't give a fuck, and everybody snakes.
He's been saying that he's hurt. Maybe you came in late to his live
No,
today.
no, he said that he was hurt,
He
but
said
I
He's
that he
think
been
was
he
saying
hurt.
also
he's hurt.
wait.
He's been saying.
I think he also stated that I didn't give a fuck. Absolutely not true.
We all give a fuck.
Like that's
I
the
know
whole
I
reason.
personally do.
That was the
And I know
basis in
Nikkei
why I was
does.
saying what I was saying.
And I know
Right.
Finesse
So
does.
We all
that's
care, y'all.
like he's gonna be hurt because he fucks with like certain people and he would expect that they would privately, openly, or whatever, however it had to be done, even if it was via text message,
Hmm.
hey, watch your back, regarding this person, or whatever the case may be. Even if you didn't go into detail, even if you didn't send a whole video of a conversation, it could have just been like, hey, heads up. Or even if you did have something to say negatively about him, just say it to him. So and I'm not here to speak for him, like I said, and I want to make something very, very clear because I'm gonna squash this rumor that was started from fucking Monica. Now I'm 36 fucking years old. I'm not anyone's fucking. I don't listen to what the fuck anyone says. If somebody tells me to go, like what, like I've got nothing better to do than to spy for the next motherfucker. Like I'm not a spy for myself. Why would I spy for? I've never been sent by Huggy or anybody in my life to go look for or look at someone else. So that's not why I came around any place. If I came around, it's because that's what I wanted to do with my time, not because I was trying to spy on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want people to have that impression of, oh, well, it's Nicole. And like we pointed out, he asked me in the conversation he was having today, let's get something straight. Are we in a relationship, Crenshaw? And my answer was no, because we are not. I wouldn't give a fuck if he got in a relationship with anyone here tomorrow. If he's happy, I would be happy for him. That's
Right.
not why I'm loyal to him. I'm loyal to him because he's been loyal to me. And I'm the same way with anybody else I consider a friend, because that's how it should be. It doesn't mean, I don't know why people associate, like, if you're cool with someone, it's just all about, you know what I mean, their dick or that whatever, you're just trying to, you just go, you cool. Oh, you're talking nice to me. You must be a lesbian trying to have sex with me. No, no, it's not about that. It's not always about sex for everybody, because I've never, if I wanted to have sex with someone, I'm pretty sure I could make that happen any day. I'm pretty sure any of us can. It's
Yeah.
not that serious.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So I just wanted to straighten
Mm-hmm.
that up. I'm not anyone's goddamn spy, and we have to take it. Yeah, and Huggy always has such a hard shell. People assume that he just doesn't care, or that but he gets affected. Like, I could really tell from last night and today, like, he's really, really hurt. And I know, and it was hard for me to hear, and I could see, I'm listening to it, and I was like, oh shit, I knew when I heard what was said that I could only imagine it was how he would feel, how he was feeling when he was listening to it. But I was like, but at the same time, I even said, they're in a group, so you kind of have to, I could see where everyone was coming from. I just want to say that. So, and I have respect for everyone. That's never changed. I'm the type of person I wouldn't say that I did if I didn't. I
My
wouldn't
thing
come
is, he
around
can
to.
be mad, he can be upset. That's a given. That shit. Of course.
And we and it's
He has a right
expected.
to. He
Yeah.
has the right to feel. Ain't nobody saying he can't feel a certain kind of way about nothing. That's you get. That's all natural. But the only thing that's hanging us up is the ended lines of communication. Like, you won't talk to us, Huggy, real. You don't want to
He
sit down
he
and have a
can't
conversation.
he can't talk to
Now,
you.
right now, that's fine. If you say, "Hey, I don't want to talk about this right now," that's cool. But to
Hey,
just say,
La.
"I'm not talking about this," period, and we passed that, we passed the
I
point
don't.
of
I mean,
talking.
you have to. And I don't know. I can't speak for him. And if he was gonna, but maybe he's just hurt. And do you really think that he's gonna, like, never try to speak to you, like, again? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
things have happened. Precautions have been taken. Apparently, he's been taking people off Facebook. He's done all kind. When somebody take you off Facebook, that's it. They erasing you from
I
your
know.
like
Not.
little life. Like, you know.
Hey, La.
Hey,
I don't
lie.
know.
Hey, La.
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Pride.
Hey, Miss Pride.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Finesse, on your first live.
Thank you.
First live. Okay. 675 subscribers. Hit that like button. Like, click, and subscribe. Well,
Yes.
I
Hit
went
that thumbs
on
up.
my Facebook. I went on my Facebook and saw that Huggy wasn't my friend anymore, and I feel hurt. I feel hurt, but at the same time, I'm an Aries. I'm loyal to those who are loyal to me. I'm with a group, and my friends are separate. If I would have felt it wasn't nothing that nobody else have not said to him prior.
nobody
Prior, it
told him
really
what.
wasn't.
Nobody told him. Nobody told him what Monica was saying about him. No one told me what Monica
No,
was
no,
saying
no,
about
no. I'm
me.
not talking about Monica. I'm not talking about Monica. I'm talking about other people because I have been in all of Huggy chats. All of Huggy chats, whenever he would talk to somebody and ask them questions and have them come up. I've been in all his chats since almost day two, since September, early September. But the point of the fact is that we felt that I was one of those who was against it. Yes, I was, because I wanted Monica to redeem herself, and she didn't. The next day, she flew off into a rage, and I mean, I had to take some stuff because I couldn't believe the things that was coming out this sweet lady's
Girl.
mouth,
Girl.
and I was so shocked. I was so shocked. I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And then when
Mm-hmm.
she spoke to April, I just had to mute and walk away because I was so shocked that she was so enraged and I didn't understand not a word that she said. The sentences did not connect. It was blah, 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 blah. And let me tell you this about going to the store tomorrow to get a sweater. But April, I'm going over to the train station in a little while. I was like, what is she talking about? So I was mostly always confused. So,
But you,
And
I don't, I don't, I don't know. I don't even want to like get into. And I know that he and like I said, I can't speak for him. So I don't, and I don't like to try to put words in anyone's mouth. All I could say is if it was a different situation, if he was like, if he wasn't at work and if he had like a panel up or whatever, he probably wouldn't have. He probably would have been like, okay, well, whatever. You know what I mean? If you want to talk about it, because he originally started off saying we weren't even going to talk about nothing when I first went into his chat. He said we're not going to talk about anything from yesterday. Really don't want to get into that. But because it was brought up when people came over there, he was like, okay, fine, we'll just talk about it. So I'm pretty sure if it was a different setting, that it would have went down differently. So, but I don't know. But I'm sure that I mean he has every right to feel
how he
like
feels,
Jay.
yeah.
If he's been, I mean, everyone's talked to him. Everyone's been over there. Some people have been on his panel. People have texted him, and in all that time, nobody has said a word about what was being said about him. And it also hurts when people are saying shit about you and other people that you're cool with are listening to it and they're not saying a goddamn thing about it. They're laughing about it or they're, you know?
Ms. Crenshaw,
Hmm.
how far does loyalty go with a person when you could be loyal to more people multiple people at the same time?
No, that's
Me showing loyalty to you does not mean that I have to run back and tell you what is being said. Me being loyal to you could be just me defending you because I
Yeah.
don't
right. But there
necessarily
was, we
need
And
didn't
to.
hear any of that
P. Smith
either.
just said it. She said, if it's a friendship, if the friendship is worth keeping, then just go get that friend. And that's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a friendship versus a YouTube associate, associateship.
Correct. And we've all reached out to him. That's why we all came over there because we all want to talk about it. Not because we want to keep up the drama, but because we all consider him a friend.
Hmm.
And just
No,
Hmm.
like he's
but it
hurting,
was about, Monica. Okay, like let's say you're not okay. If I know that someone is against my friend, talking shit about him, saying all kinds of foul shit, trying to say acute making accusations, and I'm not saying anything to my friend, well then whose side am I on?
you
But at the
don't have to
time, this
say
was a
anything.
conversation that was not supposed to be exposed to the public.
Right.
This was a
And
conversation that was happening within a group with somebody who was severely paranoid toward Huggy.
okay, so
So for
wait.
us to
Right.
come once the relationship was severed with Monica, which that whole shit happened all fucked up because it was just all fucked up. Even though she was severed, she was still in our groups and she could still see information if we had. It was just all fucked up until we officially booted her out of the whole entire shit. That we had all of that time there where we was just trying to work on our relationship and trying to get our group back together and get everybody back on the same page. We had to have several sit downs, round tables, and all of that just to make sure we were all still on the same page, as a group after Monica, to make sure there was no hard feelings there, to clear the tea there, because she was doing the same shit amongst us. She was having sidebar conversations with different members in the group, turning them against people or trying to turn them against folks.
And so Crenshaw, you're saying that if somebody is saying something about you and I defend you, that's me not being a friend because I
No, no,
don't
no,
come
no, no,
back
no,
and
no,
tell
no,
you.
no. That is not. That's no. That's not what I said. I said I personally would like. I would defend my friend, and I would like say something to that person afterwards. But that I didn't hear anyone. I mean, he wasn't. Was he really being defended at the same time? I did hear some people say like, "What does this have to do with anything?" But when people are,
Yeah, that's what April said. April said, "What does this
April
have to do
did
with
say that,
anything?"
but then she was more so defending like in defense of like herself because it was brought
That's
up
because
like, oh,
But
she's
it's
fucking
in
with
defense
Jay,
of
she's fucking with
herself
Miguel.
and Huggy because one, she's not fucking on Huggy, and two, yeah, whatever relationship or friendship they had, that is private. It has
and
nothing to do with anything. It has nothing. The reason why she was even bringing it up was because she was saying at the time that April was fucking on Huggy and giving him information.
and at
Right,
the
which
same
is
time, this is
stupid.
also 3 hours into the conversation. So all the defending happened prior to that. And so it's like you're not going to keep repeating yourself. So it's like Okay, the
I
short
get, yeah,
version is
I get
okay.
that, but
What
we
does that
didn't
have
get
to
to
do
hear
with
that.
anything?
That's why I
Right,
said
and
we.
that is what we want to portray. That is what we want to explain to him is that there was a lot that happened before that, and so what he heard was the short version. So no, he's not going to hear him. He's not going to hear us elaborately defending him when all of that happened pre-conversation. So it's like, look, okay, again for the 19th time, what does that have to do with
Like, get
anything?
over it. Let's
Right.
go. Yeah.
And that's an
But
attestament
Miss
to
Crenshaw,
how
let me ask
much.
you a question. Let me ask you a question. I say, Miss Crenshaw, girl, you got to hear what Monica said about you. What would you say next?
What did she say? What
I
did she
really
say?
can't talk about it, but it's not good. Now, what would you say?
Why would you not be able to talk about it? That's what I would say.
Oh, because I can't really
Like
tell you what's going on, but
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you about your back. Hear me out.
okay.
Listen to what she's going to say next.
Okay,
Dad, what you
Eric.
want to say?
Eric, she's not, the shit that Monica said about April is not true.
No, 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 no. I'm just using it as an
Oh, no, no, no.
example.
I'm speaking to Eric.
I want, I
Eric
want,
sent me an email and
oh,
I'm
I
just
want to
letting him
hear.
know.
I would, but
Oh,
that's
I
not.
want to hear
I
what
would.
Miss Crenshaw
I
going to
would.
say next.
I wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't really go down like that, though. You would either have to
This is a
be.
hypothetical. Hypothetical. What would you say
Hypothetically,
next?
I would tell you. You already know what I would say. I would say what exactly. I would continue
I,
to
I
say
know, I know,
what
I know,
exactly
I
was
know
said.
what you're going to say. Exactly. You're going to say, show me, tell me, show me. Where can I find it?
right.
Where did she say so and so? You want that proof, right?
Right.
You
And now
want that
sometimes there
proof.
isn't proof. If it's like a conversation or whatever, there isn't. And if there
But
isn't,
then
then there
if it was
isn't.
a conversation, it would be hearsay. It would be hearsay. Because if I said, "Oh, she don't like you," and she voted no, and she don't like you for whatever reason, you'd be like, "Well, damn, she don't even know me. How she could not like me?"
But if I
I
trust
always
you
said
with your
hi.
opinion, because and which I do, so if look, you could come and you could tell me, but because I have been fucking with you, and and you are one of the only people that like I could like and call
Talk
me,
to me
text me,
sometimes.
hit me up, whatever type of a way you want to. I
Right.
do value your opinion. And so if there is a motherfucker that I've never met or even talked to one time, and you say, hey, I saw this person, I heard this person saying whatever about you, and I just want to
Hmm.
let you know because I saw her say hi to you that she's not your fucking friend. I wouldn't
Okay.
sweat you for proof because I already know that you have my back. I'm assuming that you're
Okay.
coming
Now,
from that place,
now,
so I'm not going to
that's
sweat you
exactly
for
what
For
I
proof.
us,
knew you was going to say.
what we were doing
Now,
was we were vetting out the
hold
situation.
on, Finesse. Hold on, Finesse. Listen, listen. Now, me and you are friends. Me and Miss Crenshaw are friends. And Huggy said something bad about me. You would not tell me, but you would say, "No, I don't think so. I don't think so." You need to look at
If it
that a
was
little more.
said
But
something about
you would not call me up and say, "Oh, Huggy said you're a fucking trainee like the rest of them." You wouldn't say that to me. You wouldn't.
right, right,
But because your
Exactly.
loyalty would be with
Exactly.
him, your loyalty is with Huggy before
Right.
me. But you would say you would defend me. I
right.
believe you would.
But you aren't even
That's
fucking
what I'm
with Monica
saying.
like that. But you're not. But you don't. But you guys don't even fuck with Monica like that. To where it's like you had to have her back over his, or you had to have even a
But we,
But when
In the
she was
at,
group,
a part of the
in
group,
the
we
group,
but
did.
when she was in
we
the group,
did.
When she was a part of the
She was
group,
in the group.
that was the point.
We was
That
gonna
was.
leave it. We wasn't even gonna say nothing about it, but she would not stop.
but she's been
She
out of
would
the
not stop.
The thing that got that made it made us want to expose her more than anything was when we seen her getting closer to Huggy, because when she was just off on the sidelines popping up and chatting all that shit, we like, okay, well, let her live. Like I said yesterday, we was letting her live out here. And then when we found and started seeing that she was really trying to get closer to Huggy, I'm like, this shit got to stop before she go over there on some whole other bullshit, because he don't even see that storm that's getting ready to come. So that's when it was like, okay, well, fuck it. We're going to go ahead and present this, we're going to present it the way that it needs to be presented, because ain't no time for no hangouts, ain't no time for no sitting down on the back side. It just needs to come out. And so it's come out. And like, when it comes to, some of the information that was released, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get he's tripping off of what was said. I get that he feels some kind of way, but let's make something clear. We are not Tresca. We are not all of those other motherfuckers that's, done came at him, the Cake Crew, whoever else. We are not none of these old lame ass bitches. We are people that you can speak to and have a conversation with. We can keep it real. You ask us a question, nigga, we'll answer you yes or no, and then we'll give you some rebuttal back. But it ain't, it ain't a situation to where he just needs to cut all lines of communication. I get it. Right now, it hurts. He's sore. Whatever the case may be, he needs to take a
And
break. Fine.
And and,
But
and let
and P and
since
P
we're telling
Smith.
the truth, we did want to bring Huggy in, and we did take a vote,
yeah,
and her vote was no.
yeah.
So I did ask constantly. We did try to bring him in because
And
we
this is
know
what
for
our
a
thinking
fact
was.
he know the
This is what I
streets.
think it was. This is what I think it was when we did want to bring him in. We wanted to bring Huggy in because we said, hey, he knows clown shoes. He
Exactly.
knows clown shoes personally. So he may have a lot of good information because he knows clown shoes personally.
And
Thank you
what
so
is
much, Brown Chocolate.
and what does the art of war say?
Hmm.
If you got, I mean, if we're gonna take clown shoes down, we need to follow the art of war. And
Is
the
it
art
about
of
even
war
taking him
says,
down? Or I thought it was
At
about
that
talking
time,
about
and
at
him.
that time with our group where we were going with it is we were getting ready to take him down. And then Truth held us back and said, fuck that. Y'all don't need to go getting, his Patreon deleted. Y'all don't need to start deleting pages, none of that shit, because not only is it not gonna make us any better than him and his little followers, but we're starting to infringe upon motherfuckers' rights. When we start to do that, we're fucking up the freedom of speech for ourselves and shit. So he didn't want no parts of that. So we said, "Fuck it, we're not gonna bother. We're just gonna ignore the shit out of him because we know what
Well,
his scheme is, and it's the long scheme. So we
yeah.
said, fuck it, just like his cousin told us, if people want to continue to follow him, that's them. They get everything they deserve because they are grown and they want to continue to follow him. There's nothing we can do, which is true. Because if you've noticed, everybody beeps with Chosen and nothing happens to him.
Well, I
Nothing.
mean, yeah, it shows is not even the like. I don't know. I wanted to come here for a minute to say that and to clear like as far as like how my involvement and explain in a way like how I felt just looking from the outside in as far as how he feels. I don't think that he's like hating anybody, but as far as how he feels, he definitely feels betrayed. And if you really think about it, and if you really listen to what the clip that was sent to us, you would totally understand why he feels the way that he feels. And
and
I
we're
mean,
not
you
saying
have
that
to.
he shouldn't feel betrayed. That's not the issue. I mean, he is entitled to his feelings, and
Now
nobody is trying to take that away from him.
I don't think that he's gonna go a lifetime and like if you ever wanted to get up like talk, but as far as like right now, and people have that right to be like, oh, I don't want to talk about this right now, you know?
Right, and that is fair. But say that. Say, you know what? Now's not a good time. I just need a minute. Don't say,
Well, I don't know. I don't know what exactly it was that he did say when I came in. I know that Nikkei came in like right after, and it seemed like that just made me feel that just hurt my feelings because I didn't want to see any conflict between the two of them because that's the ultimate. Then the ultimate goal is going to be achieved. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I caused all this. You know, now nobody's getting along, and it's all because of basically the
But I
moral of the
think,
story is people should like I don't know if you're close with someone, if you associate with someone, if you consider I hold the word friend at a higher esteem, and if I consider you to be my friend, I'm going to treat you in the way that I would want you to treat me. So
correct.
that's the
And
only yeah
correct, but
that's what I
but
meant
you
to say.
also have to look at it in perspective as to where the loyalty was lying. Just because I didn't run back and say, Huggy, let me tell you this, me defending you is me being loyal to you. And I will come to you when the time is right. Because just because I'm your friend doesn't mean that I have to run back and tell you every little thing at every second. Because
I
sometimes you may have something going on in your life, and I, as a friend, can see that. And I don't want to add more to your plate that is already there. So I'm going to wait until the time is right. Everything is about timing. And so,
I
me
mean
defending you is me displaying my loyalty to you, displaying that I value my friendship with you, because I'm not going to sit here and let somebody talk about you. I'm not going to sit here and let
Right.
somebody do this to you. And I will come and share that information to you when the time is right. I'm not gonna come to you right after your mama died and be like, "Oh, this bitch," and that's irrelevant at that point. I'm not gonna
And I
come to
gotta have
you
all the
when
facts.
somebody else is already stabbing you in the back and
Mm-hmm.
say, because I'm not gonna pour salt into those wounds. Because as a friend, I am protecting you. I am
But
protecting your feelings and your heart
also,
and your emotion, and I will come to you when I feel like that time is right.
also, it's a situation of, if anybody, if he needs to at least have a conversation with anybody, or if he considered anybody to be fair, I feel like it should be April. If he should be having a conversation with anybody, any one of us, I feel like, one, it should be April. Two, it should be Nikkei.
Well, I like I don't know. I don't
So I
understand.
mean, of course, Crenshaw, that's not on you. Of course, you are not the bearer of Huggy, but yeah,
That's yeah.
we know that ain't on you. But yeah, girl, you'll never figure out why she tried to say your video was debunked. We can't figure out what the hell April supposedly lied about, which started all of this shit. So I mean, that's how she does. She just creates issues with motherfuckers. Like, but she was very adamant that you had been debunked, and I'm just like, girl, whatever. Hell, what the
I
hell
tried to
ever.
come on panel, but I didn't want to. Like, I should have. I like. Ugh.
Oh, you
But
mean
whatever.
yesterday night to give her some questions?
Well, yeah, but well, when I went, yeah, because when I went, because I don't want to just like jump back in, but I wanted to. I don't know. So if she was
Yeah,
here, and then
clarify some
I'll
shit.
be. Yeah. So I don't. But I've got to. I'm gonna go though. It's gonna be 1 a.m. and I've got to go now. I have to drive to LA in about 4 hours. So I'm gonna take my ass to
Um,
sleep. So
Well,
I
I mean,
gang, safe.
I will tell Huggy myself, but I'm sure you will talk to him again before I will. But just let him know that I am open to talk whenever he is. I mean, there's nothing malice going on, and we can sit down and talk like adults, whether he wants to do it openly or privately. I'm cool with either way.
yeah, and I'm sure that he's not gonna. I mean, we all know that him. Like he never runs from a conversation, But at the same
And
He's
time,
a
if he
good-hearted person. So,
if he might just want some
he wants some
space
time
to
and some
talk,
space, and I'm
what
totally.
and that's his. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for him. I know that I know that he feels like nobody even told him, or you could have like maybe like even like as far as I'm concerned, because was really like
And he did say April was the one that came to me. And after all of this popped off, I came to him and said, "Hey, just heads up, in the street, in these YouTube streets, it is being said that we are having relations." Because that was the only relevant thing at that point. Again, I am, as a friend, defending you on this end and also protecting you on this end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't feel that. I know. I looking at the big picture. That was the first thing that I said because I was just trying to like, well, maybe with the group, but I could also definitely 100% see, especially because I'm in the same spot. I'm listening. I'm by myself listening to this tape. He's by himself listening to this tape, and I'm just like, fuck, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. And people are, like laugh, like it just, it doesn't feel good to sit there and hear this shit and hear people that you for him way more so than me associate with, and they it like it's just got it it's just a fucked up feeling. And then it's not just that, you have to also take into consideration, like for example, when I came into Truth's chat yesterday, when I came into the chat with just like, okay, fine, getting my shit together. Been a long day. I had just got done posting a video because Tay had been fucking it, calling me everything but a child of God on her fucking video. I had this other bitch that made a 4-hour fucking live talking about me. And she's commenting on the video I just posted up, trying to join forces with another enemy. I'm battling with that. I go into Truth channel to get off, out of my own head and just relax. And then I'm hearing all of this shit. So
yeah, it
yeah,
was a lot.
it's this shit's fucking exhausting. It's
Mm-hmm.
I'm
exhausting.
sorry you had that day. I mean, What I
But
mean,
yeah, it's none of your guys' fault at all. But like, that's the type of shit that like he goes deals with all the time too. So it's just it becomes a lot to like bear, and
again, that
over a
goes
while you're
back
like, who's
to
on my side? You know?
right, but that goes back to when you consider somebody your friend and you know that they're going through this on a daily basis, you protect them and you don't add shit to their plate. If you got this person over here making this about you, and you got this person over here doing this about you, and you got this person over here doing about you, who the hell am I to want to run to you and say, oh, by the way, let me give you a serving of ice cream to go with that Thanksgiving plate you got, you know?
Well, I'll let you, any of you know right now that please, I don't care what happens to me on any particular day. I would rather know the truth. I'll never be mad at the truth because the truth is the
Right.
truth. I would rather not be deceived. I don't give a fuck what kind of a day I had. I had a horrible day today. But if
Nobody,
some
wait,
bitch has
wait,
something to say
wait.
about me today,
Hold on. I do want to address that. You said you would rather know the truth. It isn't that
yes,
we weren't giving him the truth. Why do you
I
think that
would
we
rather
weren't giving him?
know. I would rather know whatever the truth may be. I would rather know at full stop period. I would rather know. I would rather know if someone is talking
You want
shit
to know
about
from
me.
day one.
I would rather no. I would
Well,
rather
day
know
one wasn't an
even if it's not
option.
day one. Even if it's not day one, the very next time that you talk
Day
to me.
two.
Yeah, the next time that you see me at your earliest convenience. You feel me? Instead
I
of
call at
something
four
like I
o'clock in the
want to
morning.
hear
She be like,
about it.
what?
And if I answer, I answer. If I don't, I don't. But hey, at least you fucking tried. And the next time that I talk to you, you can let me know what you were calling me about. But the point is, don't just not tell me because you feel like it's in my best interest. Because I would rather know now before I.
I did feel it was in my best interest not to tell you because I felt that I didn't care about what her vote was. I just left it alone. But as she continued, I'm like, protecting you, speaking up for you. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything I asked? I was like, forget it. Never mind. But
Yeah,
as
she
you
did.
see, she kept going on and going on. Once you said no, I'm over it.
Mhm.
I
I
never
get.
even said, girl, let me tell you what happened.
I get
I
that.
just know that I tried my best to look out for you and try to
Miss
nip
Rod, you
it.
have a
I didn't know
echo.
she was doing
I get. I get.
that's my phone. I didn't
Get
know
that. I
that
get
she
what
was
you're saying.
going full throttle. We all take a nap and fall asleep and come back and read shit later. But damn, she just wouldn't stop.
Well, I don't know. It's a fucked up feeling, and then it's gonna the truth is gonna come out eventually anyway. So I'll always say this. So
It
why not
did.
today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
and
why
I
not
think
today?
that was the position that was kind of voted. Miss Rod, you'll mute for 2 seconds. I think that was kind of the position that was voted that we kind of take. We kind of take to just kind of sit back and let her kind of. And I think when I told him that these YouTube streets were saying that we were having relations, I told him to be careful of her or to watch his back around her. I told him that. I didn't give him any specifics. I told him they said, that she said that we were sleeping together or I was sucking his dick or whatever the case may be, but to watch his back around her.
I don't know. I would be. I don't. I would. I don't. If it was me, probably like if somebody were to say something to like that or to the effect of like whatever anything like that, I would probably say something along the lines of, well, I if that's how you feel, how about you tell him or I will tell him that you say so because I'm not going to be sitting here going back and forth with you over the next man that is not any of my fucking like. So I wouldn't so hard to just say you tell him what the fuck you got to say or I'm going to tell him that you said what you said. What
But
would be
you're taking it out of context. You're making it seem if it's an individual conversation, but you have to remember that this was
as a
inside
group,
of a group.
as a group or
Correct.
individual, as a group or individually. But that's just how. But I mean, I'm not judging anyone. That's just how I would handle a situation where somebody is talking about somebody that I'm cool with. I'm going to be like, okay, how about you take this shit to him, or if it's a female, to her, or I will take it to them for you, because I'm not going to be defending them constantly or even more than one time behind your fucking accusations. So that's all that he really expected. That's all that anybody would really expect. If you're cool with me, like, even if you don't want to be the one to like have to come and tell me for whatever reason, tell that motherfucker to come to me and tell me.
I think looking at the situation in hindsight, yeah, of course, it's easy to say, okay, this is what I would have done, or this is how it should have been handled, or this is how it could have been handled.
Well, just for
But
going
when you're
forward.
in the element and you're trying to move as a unit and everything is done on a unanimous or on a vote basis, it's not that simple.
You know what? You know what, April. At the end of the day, I think what was happening was you guys were shutting it down, and it will pop up and shut down. I do understand what Miss Crenshaw is saying. I do understand is that you guys were shutting it down, and it is. I'm telling you, damned if you do, you damned if you don't, because either way, this would have came out. It was going to be bad. It was going to be bad because it goes into the he say, she say, who do we believe? And somebody was going to have to defend themselves and defend their position. And the
Mhm.
good thing is that you guys had the receipts to prove this is what really happened. Okay. However, we can't go into the past and say you shoulda, woulda, coulda. What you can do moving forward is if you have somebody in the group that constantly does this, you can check them out. But at the end of the day, this was gonna be bad all the way around. It was gonna be bad. It was because we all fuck with Huggy. I've been fucking with him, but I don't talk to people behind the scenes besides the people that I fuck with.
Mhm.
Period. So, and that's another thing. You going behind the scenes talking to this one. You go behind the scenes talking to this one. We don't know what relationships you really have with certain people because how you supposed to know? Because everybody behind the scenes. How you supposed to know that? Who do you trust? How how do you know that this person has not already said that and they don't believe you? That's not fair. That is not a
Well,
fair statement.
you would only know if they have a relationship behind. If it only would apply to you if you're one of the people that does have one of those behind the scenes relationship. So does that make sense? Like, it would only apply to you if you don't talk to Huggy anyways on like a basis like that. It wouldn't apply to you
Oh,
because
I'm,
it
I'm not
wouldn't
talking
be
about me. I'm
expected.
talking about April and them. I'm talking about April and them because I don't want
Oh
them to
yeah,
feel
but
like they're hurt and they feel like they did something wrong because they did the right thing. As in management, if I hear somebody talking about somebody, I'm not gonna be like, you go tell her, and then, or I'm gonna tell her. I'm like, shut up. I don't want to hear it again. Have several seats. I'm not for none of that. So it's different how you have to control a situation. Like you got to control it.
if
But
it's yeah, that's what I'm saying. As a group, from the group aspect, and that's the very first thing that I said about this. I could understand where you would want to have talked about it as a group, but I could also most definitely see where he is coming from as people that he is that close to. It's not like a
Right.
group
It's
that's just
totally understandable. The thing also that I do want to put out there as well is that Truth ain't got shit to do with this. Truth was one of the most. I mean, he was there, but he wasn't there. Truth was not there. Um, Doing any of this shit. Anytime we got to arguing or having conversations amongst ourselves, Truth was out and he was the ending or like the final deciding factor. Like if we couldn't get it together amongst us, we'd go to Truth and we'd be like, Truth, what do you think? We're running past him. But for the most part, he was not just sitting there with the gaggle, just chopping it up with a bunch of females
His
talking shit
favorite
about him.
word.
right.
What is his favorite word? I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Or
I
he would
don't
tell a
think
motherfucker straight out, I don't think you should do that. Nah, Monica, that ain't really right. I don't think you really got nothing to worry about too much. He'll keep shit real.
well, but people were saying too that like, oh well, people were acting like I was begging to join the group or some shit, which was not the case. It was brought up one time in a conversation where Kelly and I were talking about all kinds of things. It came up in conversation one time. I never, ever, ever even asked her, and I forgot about it. To be quite fucking honest, I never even cared. And then people were like, "Well, isn't she messing with? Isn't she being with? Isn't she fucking with Huggy?" And like, well, what the? First of all, no. But even if I was, what the hell would that have anything to do with anything?
People in these
Um,
YouTube streets is bored.
That's what we
But
said.
it's these people. No, it was
What you
this
supposed to do?
group.
No, because
This group was saying that you was fucking with Huggy.
Yes.
not fucking with him like literal. It was like, okay, but wait, I don't understand why Crenshaw wants to come over here with us when she has her own platform and she is such a great researcher on her own. Like,
That's what I was
how
proposing to
would
the
it
group.
add benefit to her? Like what?
I
That's what
wasn't.
I was
Well, maybe
proposing.
I'm not a selfish bitch that was only looking at it as like me, it benefiting me in any fucking. I wasn't looking at anything. First of all, it wasn't even my intentions of joining a group in the first place.
Right.
It came up in the midst of a conversation, brought up to, oh, you would be a good asset, and I said I don't mind helping, because little does everyone know,
That's what you
I
said.
have a whole album in my fucking phone, on my iPad, for Chosen, of fucking evidence and all kinds of other fucking bullshit that I've never used because I don't make videos about him. I could have been a great asset to what the fuck you guys had going on if you
Exactly.
guys had cared enough
What
to
Monica
if you
said.
know, if you wanted my, yeah, if you wanted the information, I would have given it to you. It wouldn't have been a problem.
Exactly.
If
You
you
willing
didn't
to
want it, I
help.
didn't give a fuck anyways. It wasn't
Monica
about,
Monica
but I
said
never ever
I
ever
was
wanted it. It
Mo
wasn't about me.
and
It
you
wasn't
wanted
about
to
me
spy.
benefiting.
Right, and
Exactly. It was about, like I said, you taught me a lot of stuff.
So I don't
and
know
like I
how
said,
y'all
So
made
I
it out.
just felt
I
you
was trying to like benefit out of, why would
no,
me giving you
and
But
maybe
see,
information?
but see,
maybe
this
benefit was the wrong word.
it wasn't us who had the ideas that you were just some fucking cancer that was looking to come infiltrate. That we didn't create that narrative.
exactly.
Monica created that narrative
Exactly.
for you the second the idea was brought up. The first person to respond to it, which was why she hates to hear that, was her. And she responded with a resounding fucking no. April said, maybe we should think about this. Then after that, we had a conversation and everybody was just like, she was just up there making her point to everybody that why it should be a no. And it should be a no because of this. I said it should be a no because we already got bullshit going on with Monica and everybody else in our group as it is, let alone bring another personality in and we have to get accumulated. That's what I said, that we have to get accumulated to another personality on top of the drama that we were already dealing with. You don't bring nobody in on no drama because the shit
Right.
ain't gonna look right. You don't bring
I
nobody in, you don't invite nobody to your house when your house is dirty.
I
Right.
never, and I never ever. There's a reason why I never even brought it up. I swear to God, I even forgot about the conversation that we had. It wasn't nothing. How many times have I been over there on Truth's platform? I would have brought it up if it was even a thought in my mind. I didn't even know what you all were working on. I never talked to anybody about it. It
Because
wasn't really a
Huggy,
concern. So I damn sure wasn't
Really?
worried about
I'm
benefiting
sorry I'm smoking,
or
y'all.
trying to
damn.
like come up off
We
of
hear
like
you, nigga.
Oh shit, it's Martin Luther
what
King
you were
birthday today,
saying.
y'all. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
it's your
so it ain't him.
free at
That
last.
wasn't my
Thank
intention.
God Almighty, we free at last.
It's a real nigga birthday today, y'all. Turn it.
Right. I had a dream that
Yeah.
one day,
Wait, well,
But yeah, Christian, ain't nobody got no beef with you over here. Ain't nobody got. We don't got beef, period, for anybody. But we definitely, we definitely fucking with you the long way. I mean, I fucks with you now
Yeah.
that I know who you is, because I had thought you was just I thought you was that one chick that Huggy talks to on his cell phone. I don't know who that is, the funny one, the selling pussy, cracking cards. Who is her?
I
The
think
one who
that's
always.
Crenshaw.
That's who I
Huh?
thought she was. That's who I thought Miss Christian was this whole entire time until I finally seen her on the
me
panel and shit.
too,
I was like, who was
finesse.
this? Who was this woman?
Me too, finesse.
Was this white woman? Because I thought you was white. I keeps it all the way 100. I said, who's this white woman? And then I found out that you wasn't white. And then I also found out that you were Miss Crenshaw, not the lady on the phone. So then from there, I
Right.
started taking a look into your videos and shit too. And I was like, oh, look at this gra. And then you did that one funny ass video when you was in a car.
Oh yeah, but the chosen to, yeah.
And I was hooked from there. So I started watching from there. And so I'm late as fuck to the game of Crenshaw. I'm late as hell. I just found out about Jay and a couple other YouTubers today because of I guess beef. So hell, I just found out about a couple other folks. But
Yeah, I don't expect people to know who I am. Like, I'm fucking nobody. I
I
barely
say,
make
but
it.
this is what
But
I'm saying.
see,
I'm
Alex.
nobody.
Other YouTubers put me on to new YouTubers.
Yeah.
right, we
That's how
hear
I find
Huggy, we
out.
hear Huggy
Yeah.
saying, we hear Huggy saying
Shouts
hi to
out.
Miss Crenshaw, or he shout out everybody. It's like, but they like, oh, why he always talking to her, right? I mean, like, what's the jealousy? If he says your name, he says your name. The chat is moving. He's either driving You say hi, he rolls back. He say hi to everybody. I'm like, they thirsty for his fucking attention. I'm like, damn, throw your panties. Fuck.
I
And
mean,
I've
Keep it
told
moving.
and I've told Huggy 1,000 times that I respect his content and I respect his research. I respect his work. I respect his videos that he puts together. Like that shit is immaculate. I haven't seen anybody on YouTube do it
but
as
okay,
well
so
as he does it.
if Huggy has these, if Huggy was going to join the group
Oh,
because
my throat.
your group because of whatever reason, because you guys wanted like for whatever, he would be joining for what not or whatever. But if I joined, it would be because I had an ulterior motive and I was trying to benefit myself in some way.
No, no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
both
no,
of
no,
you,
no.
both of you had ulterior
No.
motives if you were going to join. That was the case. You know, you were supposed to be his ride or die, his girlfriend, his Bonnie to
Right.
his Clyde. So therefore, y'all was an item, and so they thought basically, she thought it was basically a situation where Huggy sent you at us to pick our
Right.
brains,
And they use me. I
and then
used
you
me
were
to
to go
get
back
in.
and tell them
That's how
information.
it was.
But the whole thing about it was the shit that we were finding out about clown shoes. There was nothing that serious to the point where motherfuckers really needed to be worried about moles or spies or anything of that nature.
It was ridiculous, and I just wanted to clear my name as I do
The
because
only part that we had that actually needed that was kind of sensitive was the portion where we found out that Antonio was alive before Clown Shoes made his video, because we were getting ready, to figure out how we was going to present it, with truth. And as soon as we're
yeah,
sitting there and we just got off the phone with the detective, we see this nigga pop up live talking about they saying Antonio alive, they lying and all this other shit. But the detective, we talked to him over the course of 2 days. And it ain't no nigga named Hagen. It's Hayden. Hayden. Not no Gen. He did that bullshit because he didn't want to get buzzed down by the cops, I'm pretty sure. But we talked to this man over the course of 2 days. The first day that he talked to us, he was joking, he was jovial, he was cool as a fucking fan. He was like
Yeah.
letting information slip, like, oh well, the last time she was contacted was in October. That makes no sense. Why would they wait if she's been missing since July to file a missing person report?
And if she was contacted in October, there's
Yeah,
no way she can be in the casket in September.
thank
I know
you.
I had all that. I have the information. I've had the background. I know about the Antonia, like where she is,
So
where
we,
she's
we went
at.
through that. We went through, our shit with Rodney Stanton, and that really wasn't too private outside of just, getting to him. But, we that was the only time sensitive thing. That was the only thing that was like private that we needed to keep, on the hush. And that didn't even turn out right because by the same day we found out was the same day, of course, the cops called and told them. And, that's when they found out. So when we called the detective the second day to find out that she was alive, the detective sounded completely fucking different. His attitude was shitty as fuck. He was very short. He wasn't shitty as fuck. He was still very, uh,
Professional.
professional. Yeah, he was, yeah, more
He was just
professional.
short.
Yeah, he was very short. And
And
the
and
day before, he was making jokes about, Chosen's last name and just, making all kinds of, just making small talk and shit. Today, that day, the second day, he was just like, yeah, she's alive. She's good. She wants nothing to do with those people. I've told her about the YouTube thing. She says she knows and she wants absolutely nothing to do with those people. Nothing. I've asked her if she like come down or, if she'll like meet with these people. She said she don't want shit to do with them. She didn't even know she was missing.
And then I just kind of want to re-elaborate something that Finesse said. Finesse said you don't bring people to your house when your house is dirty. So as part of me saying, okay, we need to think about this, we need to talk about it, I was like, wait a minute, doesn't Crenshaw ride with Huggy? And I didn't know if you and Huggy were having beef or having some kind of issue, and we were already kind of having drama over here. So didn't want to
I've never had any
add
issues
another
with Huggy.
person to it that could potentially be having their own drama. You know what I'm
I,
saying? Like
I
that's why I was saying, okay, we need to think about this. We need to talk about this because I thought that you and Huggy were a unit and you kind of moved as a unit. And so it's like, wait a minute, is the group breaking up? You
I don't
know, like
understand why that. No, I no for a unit as in he. Look, let me tell you. Let me just really briefly before I go. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I want to explain so that people understand because people
I
seem
know
to
what you
be
gotta
really confused about this. I
do.
was from the very first day, just like a lot of people, from the 11th of September. I would investigate the story. I would go on YouTube because the news wasn't really talking about it. My heart broke. I wanted to know what was going on. I was doing my own research daily up late at night trying to figure out what the fuck is really going on with this story. I came across different YouTubers. I was subscribing to them, trying to figure out what I could from different sources. Huggy was one of the realest people that I found that I could actually agree with. I liked not only that, his personality, sense of humor, whatever. So I would come around when he would be live and what have you. And I would send him, I would tell him about some information by the time that the case files came out. Oh my god, I had like a wealth of like different albums organized, and like, but I didn't have a channel, and I had no intentions of even making videos because that wasn't what I had came onto YouTube for. I came onto YouTube to find information. I was hoping that I would find more information that I could find myself. When I shared what information I had with him, I wanted to just give him that information so that he could, because he had a platform. He had over like 4,000 subs and was and like another channel or two, and like I wanted him, and I knew that he would get the information out and it would be portrayed well. Me to do that. He told me, "This is
And
your
I
work.
and I can and
You
I can
put
see
that
that.
together.
And I
You
can
put
see
this
that because there's
together.
been
I'll put it on my channel. You will get views that way, and then you can start making videos because your content is so good. People will subscribe to you anyways. So I have always fucked with him because he has always fucked with me. Instead of trying to just take my, even if he would have just taken my information, I would have been cool with that because that's what I was telling him to do. He had enough. He held me to a certain esteem, so I hold him with the same regard. As far as anything fucking
and
else,
I can believe that because there's been many times where I have given Huggy information and he'll say, "No, April, you need to present this yourself," and I'll
so
be like,
why would
"No,
that
you're
be that
good."
we're why is it, how does that mean that we're like we were a unit or a or anything? It's not like I've never, it's never been the Crenshaw and Huggy show, or like every single time he goes live I'm right there. I'm not I make as many lives as I can, you know. So it's
Girl,
not, it's never been a unit.
go
We've
to
never been a
bed
team.
and
Never
get
been a
ready for tomorrow because that shit is nothing. You know, I mean, we all thought it was funny. Edited by Huggy Van Track. I mean, we thought it was hilarious. You
yeah, because
know,
like Finesse
they
and
just
it's always on Truth Panel, but I've never been like thought to myself like, oh well, you know, like if she wanted to hit me up
Girl.
with information,
Yeah.
oh it must be, oh well, what did you break up with Truth? Like what? No, it's not. It's got absolutely nothing to do with anything. If I have information and I'm just sitting on it and you guys want it, you can have it. That I'm not trying to. I wouldn't be doing it only if I had an ulterior motive to it.
right. That's true.
Mm.
But
Well,
with that though, I've gotta go. I've gotta see what the
no,
hell.
thank
Trip
you for
tomorrow.
just thank you for coming over and thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, thank
And
you for
Yeah, of
stopping
course.
by. You made it to my first live, so you an OG
Thank
now.
you. Yeah, and I subscribe too when I
Thank you, thank you.
and again, like I said, I'm sure you'll talk to Huggy before we will. Just let him know that we are not. We understand that he has feelings and his feelings are hurt, and he is entitled to that. But whenever he is ready to talk, we are here, and we are there. There's nothing. We're not angry. We're not mad. You know, and we know that we can all sit down and have a dialogue with
What?
him
Okay.
and
Yeah.
move forward past this.
Say,
Let me
And
know.
the only
Let
reason why we're reaching out to him, continuously reaching out to him, is because we all care about him.
You check
We
something out.
all consider him a friend. And we
Yeah.
just
and
don't
April, we
want
care
this.
about you too, April. We care
And we
about
just
you too. Your personal business is put out there, so
Right.
you know we have to feel for you as well.
But
and
the
we just
personal
don't
business ain't true neither, so that's even worse. That the shit put out there
Regardless,
and it's not
she
true.
had
But
no business saying all of that. That's all I'm saying. She had no business saying all of that.
y'all getting on my
She
ass
could have
because I
told
said
us all
something
that.
about.
She could have told us all that shit on the call long time ago.
That's what I'm wondering. Why
Instead
she
of just saying what she was saying, making no sense.
but
That's
Yeah.
all I wanted to say.
Miss Crenshaw, please
yeah.
send my love. This D, please send my love to Huggy. He know I love him. I'll joke with him all the time on his stuff. So send my love to him.
Yeah.
We
I
ain't nothing but
will. I
love.
will.
and we
Bye.
all consider him a friend, you know? And we just don't want something that could be possibly talked through to end the friendships that we have between. And if it can't be worked out, at least, have
It
the
will.
conversation to say, you know what, I don't even want to fuck with you anymore. But
I'm
I don't
sure
want
it's
you
I'm
to
gonna
get
bake
to
him
that
some
point
cookies.
without having a conversation first.
Just tell
right.
Huggy I'm gonna whoop his
You know,
ass when I see him.
take what
It's
Oh
the
time
law.
Lord.
take whatever time he needs to, get in a spot where he wants to talk, where, but
Okay.
we're here.
Okay.
Nikkei, you want to say anything real quick?
She sleep.
No,
What if
no,
you guys
just
want
her
me
and
to
Nikkei
do
No,
talking.
no, no, no,
All
no.
right.
video?
I'm not asleep. No, no, I'm no.
I've got a lot of love for, like, and respect for everyone here. That's why I came to K. I've always, like, the first time I even came up on a panel, I spoke to Nikkei, and I had so much respect for the person that she was,
Mm.
and that's what really, really hurt when I saw, like, you and Huggy's like conversation today when he went live. My heart just like hurt. I don't want. But I can't control anything. All I could do is like try to do the best of it, try to make the best out of it, and try to like talk to people with as much sincerity as I can. But I can't control what he's gonna do or say or anything else.
How he
So
gonna
I
get
wanted to
tires
come
Right.
and
flat and he
voice
keep
my
fucking around him? He done showed
No,
us
not
his
the
house
car.
and shit.
I
Yeah,
can
he done
tell
showed us his house and shit. So I'll pull up.
But it was nice talking. I mean,
What's the
you
Taco
guys are gonna
Bell?
see me around.
Really.
You'll see me.
All right. Have a good night.
All right,
Safe.
girl.
Stay
You
Good
trip.
night.
too.
Stay trip.
Good night.
Good night.
Later.
Bye.
Good night.
Nikkei, you said you were bothered. Why are you bothered?
The division.
We are still live.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said it in the chat.
Yeah,
Can y'all
man.
see me? Can y'all see that chat right there?
Oh, I don't have my chat up.
Me
Yeah.
neither, because it's messing up.
You see
Division,
how it looks
divisiveness.
when you're in the live? How they could pop the chat up?
No, I mean I didn't have it up. I have it
I'm
up
talking
now.
about the hang up. You can pop the hangout right on that little. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. My
No,
screen gonna go to a million pieces, but
no, cause I'm talking on my phone and I'm reading the chat on my iPad. It's just I know how to do it. I got too many things going on at once.
Mm.
And so
all right.
because I'm
You see
talking
it
on the
over here?
phone, and I'm reading it on my iPad, I have the iPad paused so that it's good.
You see this little chat area right here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So yeah, does this is this connected to the hangouts? Because I can see like everybody who joined and left. That's why I was like, can y'all see the message in the hangout?
There's not a message in the hangout.
So this is only right here for the screen then. This little chat. Hmm. All right. Let's see what that. Uh, but yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. Oh, I can mute people just with words and shit.
Yeah, you got a lot of that. You got a lot of that word.
You can what?
Hell,
Yeah.
all these damn wrenches, and I'm trying to read the chat. You know, you be looking for that one wrench because it makes the comments stand out. But it's like, wait a minute, all this shit blended together.
She didn't get look, eh, look, y'all. April,
Huh?
April, she didn't gave me a wrench. What the hell? What I tell you about them wrenches?
You got one now. Just one. Just one for the toolbox.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, her wrench game strong. Everybody else here got a wrench.
Right.
You get a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a wrench.
I was Oprah today. Let me see. Two.
All right, this has been. We've been live for quite a while.
Yeah,
Are
this is
there?
my
Yeah.
first live.
Is
Good
there any
job.
finishing thoughts?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. April's ending my live, but that's okay. That's cool. That's cool. Uh, she like, yeah, guys. Thank y'all for coming out. It's been good. Be safe. God bless.
Gotta go to work.
Right, right. Got
But
to
no,
secure
I
the
had.
Ready
I
for
mean,
more
I enjoyed my
payday?
first live. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more. Got to pick a day. I guess since don't should be happening on Sundays, it'll be Sunday.
we're gonna have to pick a better time because Monday mornings are already hard as it
I mean,
is.
of course, it'll be earlier in the night. Tonight we started at like 1 o'clock or so.
Recap
Two.
Sundays. We do recap Sundays.
Mm-mm.
Sunday is the day you're supposed to detox from all this mess, you know?
Okay, well we can
Well,
call
from 8 to
Sunday
10
the
will be good.
detox. We'll call Sunday the detox.
Detox Sunday.
Okay, so
Detox
Nikkei, you,
Sunday.
you have any parting words you'd like to say? I love you,
She
Nikkei.
like this some bullshit. Y'all don't even know.
I don't even
I,
want to hear it, man. Like I really don't.
This some
Like I'm
bullshit.
just really annoyed.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say good night, fam, because I got to get up in like 2 hours.
Yeah, you was supposed to be asleep 2, 3 hours ago.
I couldn't help myself.
I got two and a
Oh,
half hours.
tomorrow.
My alarm clock goes
Oh,
off at
But they,
tomorrow
5:30.
holiday.
yeah, it's a holiday. Half of y'all shouldn't be
It's a
working. Well, it's Martin
holiday.
Luther King Day. I think everybody got to work still, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Pretty
right.
much.
It's not a
Whatever.
holiday.
That's why I'm like, it ain't a white man holiday, so I think we all got to work still.
Right.
Yeah.
I may be working from home tomorrow. Just it depends on what I feel
You
like
already
tomorrow. But
said you calling off, so you finna be in the house with your PJs on, eating fruits and shit. That's okay.
I might do that too. I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow feels like.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. If it ain't Sunday or whatever, I decide to come on. I guess I'll pick a day sometime this week as the one I'll start coming on, and it'll just be some shit. It'll be a whole mixture of stuff going on, but it definitely won't be no more of that drama bullshit because I'm wore out. I'm motherfucking
Thank
tired.
you. Thank
My
you. No,
No
Twitter
more
fingers,
drama.
I'm on my Mary J. Blige. No more drama.
my Twitter
It
No
fingers
more.
is about to fall off.
it is emotionally draining.
It
But I
is.
can honestly say that this situation here has not drained me as much as the rest of them. And partly because I know that just it is, yeah, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. But it's emotionally draining.
It is. It is. When I see somebody cry, when I seen Deb cry today, I was like, this shit really is serious for a lot of people. And motherfuckers really do be, going hard too. But at the same time, like, I think for the most part, you just got to be careful out here in these YouTube streets. You got to be careful. But you should trust people. Trusting ain't nothing wrong with trusting the motherfuckers. You just have to be careful with who it is that you trust.
Mhm.
Just got to be careful with who you trust. I think that conversation can end a lot of shit. I think that for this to be YouTube
Definitely.
place where people blog and talk for a living, that having a conversation shouldn't
Exactly.
be the last thing that's on a table. That should be the first. You know, everybody's quick to close the communication doors when we all want the same thing. So basically, I want to see everybody win. I still fucks with Huggy. I don't give a hell what his bald head ass may say over there on his channel. When he get done licking his wounds and he come back, I will be there in his shit watching. So, I mean, that's just that. I love you, man. I hope you get your time. You get your head together. You get you some Taco Bell and shit. You bring your ass back and
I'm
get
gonna
back to
bake me some
business.
cookies. And I'm gonna bake some cookies.
But more than anything, I just want everybody the thing we learned today is conversations. Talk it out, y'all.
Yeah.
Talk it out.
Yes.
And we've learned that everybody has a different definition of loyalty and a different definition of friendship and
Yeah.
what that looks like and how you should interact in those situations. But
Yes.
I think that's part of making us individuals, and a part of making us come together is because we all move differently. We
Mhm.
all interact differently. We all come from different backgrounds and we all have different walks of life. So not everybody's going to do everything the same way you would.
Mhm.
But when you care about a person and you consider a person a friend, you have to be able to interweave those different aspects of each other and make it work.
Hmm.
Right.
You definitely have to do so. For this to be my first live, I guess what I want to look back at, which is gonna be goofy as hell when I actually do look back, but when I want to look back at is that is conversation. Conversations is everything. Friendship and loyalty is everything. It may mean more
Right.
to some people than others, you know, but it is something that is to be cherished. And I think that with a lot of the beef that's going on too, I think what makes a lot of the beef so what gives it a little bit of an extra sting is that everybody started off cool. That's what's crazy is everybody started off cool. Everybody started off looking for, looking for the truth or whatever. And then somewhere along the lines, people started deciding that their truth was better than somebody else's truth, and that person was, fucking crazy and a liar, and that person was a bad mother with 1,000 kids. It just shit started getting more and more and more off topic, and now we are where we are now, where everybody just beefs and put out
Right.
bullshit fillers in
Oh,
between
one
the
more
beef.
thing too. Congratulations to Finesse. You had got 57 additional subs.
How you know that? Where I
Hey,
get them at?
703, baby. You was at 646.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoop whoop. Let me
Woo
get
woo,
one
girl.
K. Let me get 1K.
You on your way.
So
You on your way.
I know I'm happy. That's good for our first little show. That's what's it.
If you
So
if you refresh your page, you'll see it.
I'll get some more. Yeah, I'll have some content here, guys. I'll be going out. I go out a lot. I have parties. I do a lot of things here at home. It's just fucking cold right now. It's just fucking cold. So there's nothing happening but my box wine and work.
Oh Lord.
So that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and cook some stuff with Miss Rod. We're gonna be cooking on cam.
Oh my God.
That's a good idea though, right?
Okay.
To cook on cam. I'm gonna have Nikaba up. She gonna
Yes.
show me how to make some dishes, some healthy dishes that don't involve pork or more pork or pork.
Okay.
No pork on my plate.
None
That
at
has some
all.
But I'm
bacon.
not a vegan either. No vegan.
Mhm.
I'll try some vegan food if it ain't got like tofu or something like that in it. I need something with like flavor.
It better be a sandwich. It better be a sandwich.
Did
It's
you
got
see
to
the
be the
picture of
bun.
the
What the hell's
cookies
wrong
I
with you?
posted? Did you see the pictures of the cookies I posted
Thank you
earlier?
guys. Thank you, P Smith. Thank you, Coke Pepsi. Thank you,
Those are
Sharon.
Yes.
vegan cookies.
Who got vegan cookies?
Did
Yeah.
you see? Did you see the picture
She
I
posted
posted
some
of the?
vegan cookies earlier
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
You made them?
in the chat.
No, my friend's a vegan, and she's always sending me these cool ass recipes. Hell, I even bought her recipes look so good. I bought a vegan cookbook. Granted, I haven't opened it, but you know.
She's like, I'm not ready. You know what you look for that for? You start off with soups. Start off real light. Start off with the
Yeah.
soups, and then because when you sick or something, you just want a decent soup. Them vegan soups is the right place to start. That's what I'd start if I had to like tackle a vegan menu. I'd start with like soups and shit first.
Can I just start off with like taking, red beef out first, and then chicken, and then pork, and then can I go slow?
Oh.
And
Can
then
you just take out pork first and then the beef
that
and then the
includes
chicken?
bacon.
Mm. I'm just
I'm,
thinking
I'm,
about all
I'm
the
yes.
restaurants I go to, and I can't get shit if I take out all of that. Like, what am I gonna eat? Like, I'll just have a salad with
Swine
extra
is filthy.
salad. So
And my
what?
back and my ribs will be touching.
Yeah, everything's filthy nowadays. Messing with that damn pig like that. He ain't asked to be here.
All right.
But I gotta have my chitlins
And
but
then,
I,
once a
but I
year.
am but I am about eating whole food. I mean, as much whole food as I can eat, I'm all about that. And as much farm fresh food as I can get, I'm all
hmm
about that.
hmm
And so that has always been a number one priority. So I said maybe next would be, you know, dairy
What's the
or
difference between
something.
a pescatarian and a vegetarian again? A pescatarian don't eat like eggs or something, right? Or like shellfish or some shit like that, right?
Isn't one of them a vegetarian doesn't eat meat at all, and maybe a pescatarian doesn't eat things that walk,
I think that's what it
only
is. Though.
things that swim?
Yeah, they don't drink milk or like any of that or some shit like that, right?
I don't know. I ain't trying to go full vegan, but like I said,
I know
we'll start
Tyrese
off
a
small.
pescatarian and it makes him cry.
I can't with you. I can't. Well,
Biscuity.
guys, we have enjoyed you. Thank you so much for
Oh.
staying up with us. It has been.
A pescatarian is a person who eats meat but does not eat fish.
Oh, I could be one of those. I'm already one of those.
But what's the opposite of that? Because I like fish. I like take fish over meat if I had to make a choice. Thank you guys for coming to my first live. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you all for all the love. Thank you, ladies, for coming up here on the panel, even though it's way past y'all bedtime. Thank you, Nikeba. Thank you, April. Shouts out to Miss Crenshaw for coming up on my first live.
Mhm.
Shouts out to D. Shouts out to Miss Rod. I love
I
y'all.
think we had a I think we had a great panel, and I think if nothing else, this panel, this live has shown what mature women and how you're supposed to have a conversation looks like.
Hmm.
You may not agree on everything, and we did not agree on everything. But there is no yelling, there is no screaming, there is no name calling, there is no lying. You say what you have to say, and you say it in a respectful manner, and you move on.
Hey, Rob.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what it is. That's why I said some of these women is too old to be sitting up here talking about bitch this or you ugly and you like God damn you going in. And you all are 57 years old just going
Right.
in like that.
Right.
I'm like, God damn. I mean, it ain't, I'm not on all that, respect your elders and all that type of shit. Like, that's fine, but I believe that, respect is to be, earned, regardless of how old you are. But at the same time, people come on here and forget their whole entire manners and just be like crazy. That's why it's called these YouTube streets.
Ah,
Life imitates art.
Well,
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
had an
yeah.
amazing night, and we are going to say good night.
Good night, guys.
Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
How you into her live?
That's what I'm
good
seeing. She
night,
doing it
guys.
again too. She up there bringing up the rear
Night,
again.
guys.
It's
The
like,
Vanna White.
Oh, my
She
bad.
like, if I drop
I'm
off,
gonna
all of
drop.
you
Y'all
bitches
keep
dropping
saying
off.
it.
how you gonna be in her live?
I'm like,
I've been sitting
bye.
up all night. I might as well continue, right? I
You
mean,
got 2 hours. You ain't about to do shit in them 2 hours, but get mad.
maybe.
You gonna lay down in that bed and be like, God damn it.
I'm already laying in the bed.
You really gonna be like, God damn it. I just
Hey,
lay in the bed and I play like
D
the
need to
most
go.
boringest shit I could find. Like some dude with a British accent talking about water. And I'll just pass out listening to that.
Mhm.
Hey,
Good
Rob.
night, live.
All right, good night, y'all. Good night, y'all. Good night, everybody. I'm
let
gonna
me
end it officially.
let me see how.
Officially
yes,
now.
I'm going
Let me
to
see if
allow
you can
Finesse to
end it.
end her own
Right.
live.
All right, guys. I don't know. I need a catchphrase or some shit.
All
I would just do a
right.
truth on y'all.